Asante Mantamu elusu 1 seat, which is rare enyadia etesi. Omsene seat no INDC dia dada there, but MPP babe winning, you know. Omo ntimi ankram eye niwa dubi ase mo lusu seat no. Greater Accra ha 34 seats no after 2016 election na MPP kramu 21. Nti Osha, which is almost 66% of parliamentary seat. It drew 2020 abaton. MPP elusu 7 seats. Emma say kasei 34 seats no. NDC kra 20. Emma MPP ekra 14. Yako Central Regional na MPP kra 19 parliamentary seats out of 23. Your call 2020 election, omulusu mu 9. Emma say kasei NDC ekra majority of parliamentary seats in the way. When facts and figures, adia woho ye de call MPP primaries ya ye de eto regional election no emu. Eninti na apre abem ebi meki case. Say, esan say region antimi amomodin eso ani ewo parliamentary election no mu no na presidential no kra no gap of 1 million timi pon ayema na ba 500 nti na kire say nka ye ka say yes party no emodembo ana say adwumakuo bi a ye wo mu a eye proper corporate structures eye adwuma wom na ye de adwuma hye managers ana mpanimfo nsa na ye se ye wo susudua bi ye de besese te se de adwuma bebre mu wo no ansa na ye be ma promotion na mpo salary increment ana bibi no ye se ye bibi de KPIs key performance indices bi ye hwe ne de ye de aseson and sample yemu bebre wo nyuma bebre mu a ansana afenso na nasa afibia no ye appraiser performance appraiser na o manager akase adwuma esehye onsa no eso timi apart from the whole organization here your department bi okra na emon so mo more target so mo more market na mo more target even in our industry broadcasting industry they running along proper corporate managerial lines no it didn't say be on air people sports people e be more target ni in terms of more audience share more revenue say more deba ese mutimi kwani mu na mo increase more revenue margin no by this esi ewo banks esi wo your political party so a institution enti nyase odi nkrofo esisi baabi kwa na ebom ebre ho a esese osisi omo. But another about political party so I know as I say ebia regional chairman no kwa onu gina brane and an executive other executive no gina brane ana say ye performance a regional chairman no ene entire executive nempo say the entire executive no gina ha as musa abesa bisa ne say omo nko ana say party man so ebia omo aso brache eni tintin ene menteme ho ase ene niema bi nso ene bamu a etimi ma saa emuaye no results no eba se bekwanimu anasa ebekwachiri na credit ba hwan ena oteki se base omo ayeyie ana omo aperform yie omo adwuma sani na se mampanya trans se o chichepo so anyambia no regional chairman ya omo perform so well eba appointment a nye omo na do omo sabe point we so say yemfa Wemfree region ha empo eba award of contracts any nyuma bia omo so so omo ni chefa wo mu ana saniama we nyina ya de a esa party neses bada nyumre no de ya bisa ne say wo hwe apre dia e course ansa na bato no eba so no a obi adwan so we wa amamodin nti ontwene ho anase esese ade obi kɔ na nipa no kotu no ebi apre akoso ya wie nipa no a retain ne position and asa wa retain his seat na konwa na yantimi antuno watena so as regional chairman, as a regional women organizer, as regional secretary. Ye kwa nimu no posture na attitude ekwan yo befa so ne party mano atenase no ebe ye say na adwen be ye nse samo se menya de empunu mu betumi ana mo antumi se democracy de obi ampe wasem enti no de mo kakaka ye no nipa dodo no pem mo ato ama enti free sa america no mo behu asetena me ne mo betena enti na ono nso so wabɔ nkrɔfoɔ ato hɔ de ahye na komam no ayɛ na adwe sɛ free sa america no sei na me ne wo ekwan sei na me de wo befa so make us going forward no are we going to see new elected regional chairman or chairperson or bekan say o hwɛ abatoɔ yi ɛbɛkɔ so nsɛm ɛba yɛ nyinaa jama sinto bi wɔ baabi enti yɛnhwɛ ntenetene no anaasɛ sɛ yakwabato na wie mo behu ade a ebesi kyerɛ kronkron ebi wom zaba ma ya nya bebusa bishop obuso ansa abrante bi ha na odi hene na em sɛ na ne papa betena so ye bibi ɛno no nso ba so ɛna em so ba na sɛ mpanimfo no bi kotu no fo so mo ye ne bio ɛna o ka kyerɛ mo sɛ yerobu ame breso sam ngoma ho baabi senso ayi enti ofaba obekire mu enti question yebusa ne say what should be the new attitude, the new working relationship regional chairman in whether so abafro ni titro mo aye retain you looking at how close the contest was. Greater Accra or winning by 6 votes. Keenly contested election. Asante Mantemu and a nemu kakra. And no crown so chama won to mean say but no kumuno and yagro. Central region around 40 votes. Any a day na enye easy sa ahafo. East India honorable kisi ankobim. But nipa no so bam from so onwini so na de keka ho nyina enti going forward no dia na national executive so aye krado so omo beye omo aye krado say omo ne regional chairman betena se on ka kire say ni ene ensem a na ekoso e wa bato no ya to aba na wie mo mentase ne yankasem already no chairman Robert Kutin Jr. no aka so obeye stakeholders meeting na obia e de na genkyere aba eninti no se ye the performance ene kasem dia ene na based on 2020 election gade ne necessity na dia si no ano no ana nyame na meka but obi oye political observer who say ye to aba ni wie ye no for bosumi bebre na mampani sire ni nani. This is the plain truth. He was disappointed. And him for no you disappointed in them. And him for and SSO mo man results. Yenti min fast hasim winsi asem a yebeka ho asem. Enti yebehwe aka. Na enra ene ne twumadia kese asi akoso. Na ekamea isa Ghana ha no esan se ye wo abaye a o deliver results na oye mframa kora mfaso na fofora banti no eboboso sa anti yentimi enya mre kora na yaka ba ko ho nsem awie na ba ko aba abebom yaka ba ko nsem awie na ba ko aba abebom na enra mampani eye dwumadi a ene enra ana opa gold catcher no hontuma say yetima mu he nim say galam say die ewu pa but ye dim fidie bi aba afi ye nyusu mercury yɛde ɛbɛyɛ small scale mining nanso so dodo a yield be free mu aba no ɛno ɛkwanimu pa wei ɛyɛ innovation kɛse a abai ɛde aba bi ɛbɛtumi fa so ayɛ bi yɛnka kora nwie yɛse na TVET na this is the first time in the history of this when ni abre di kai kra yɛtumi anya Ghana fo nkra omo afiri omo pem awie senior high omo awie JSS na emu over 45,000 say ye de ye pese ye kɔ ensano adwuma school ento aso na ɛdeɛ na amanne ensano adwuma school ento aso nso abai ɛyɛ no kwa na asaba abeya kono na aya attractive among crowd na peso moko ene dwumadi e course omo pa ho ntoma cars dodo ene technical schools ahoro nso so omo betumi apagya omo matri sanse car kwa ya chro ho se so and so St Paul's any ade eno de ye de ba be fa mu kwa e be ka ho asem odansa na no abadwafo betena se honorable Bache Ajakon former energy minister, former policy advisor, former campaign manager and future presidential aspirant. Yani nyina na ye former sa future nso so eka ho. Honorable Gifty Chum Ampofo deputy minister of education ono a MP Edema Abuakwa North ewo Apuemantamu na ene ade a esi ewo TVET omo headquarters on nature say mu enika na enenti odonso wa ha oni ebetwetwe enkomo Musa Superior or aspiring general secretary the MPP and Madam Mausi oti odonso so director is minister Kasawia Gordon Sarabidi akonso never kasa wa line so na bia ye ni poster so akasa banza na no maintenance we emfiri ho na yamfa ento asumi wi a na akire say ya acknowledge wo mo a omo so ya asene ema ye di twende ebro medin de kwabna kwache obotantim ene Gordon na asare bedi akon obuto akire ebo mpaye ebetenene na ye ni kai emfa free electricity company of Ghana minim de aba na minim information ye de ama any nchirichirimu ayedi ama but ye de ni ma ne say electricity company of Ghana for na nsan mu adwuma ye eba fom kakran mo sa de dum so aba na edin say wo beti ase because nkane ano yenim say nyamo na mo generate but Ghana hana ye nyina nim say yakwa akoduru baabi a power generation ye ni problem of just ya ho odin a ye wo say ye de ben noa anyinam kane adodo a yehia no ye tintim fidie in fact fidie no enye onaboja akonum kra na ba be srimila ye ya ke tintim ma no broso ye wo Ghana ha ye tua excess capacity charges every year more than $500 million entim fidie ho ebia fango na sese ye toguma ye heavy fuel and also can also confirm say omo esese omo to no omo to owo busian kra omo body to power purchasing agreement amo sensan nyina anyi say ye dey yo am so omo konya abo bi e friend GMPs no omde homa to no kom ye de so ni hwinim ya mfa homa na anto no kom said ya to do no come as an can ye twene awfa na nko opu no to homa no so GMPC hwinim enti ya twene a ono ana beba ndisa na hwene beti afam nipa hwinim nso emre GMPC abra na NDC government sign power purchasing agreement no omo de homa ekwohye GMPC hwinim sa wo no anytime any of this power producing companies here fuel no toma omo enti no sanete enti metimi aka se power plant e wo Ghana ha no fuel a yehia ye de begum mananso kra no ya convert bebre aye ne gas It you say you are relocated be a kotakrade any ade. There is enough gas. There is enough heavy fuel. You degenerate. You can complain about transmission and also investment come. Nansen ya Pokwase bulk power distribution center, Kaswa bulk power distribution center, bulk power distribution. And TDNS between 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and then now. You see, Jadentina doom so as aba. Now pressure no because a power a generation problem. Untimi numo bin kania. And refie omduna me so generator ni asaso. Ba kono ya ni asa. So enye power enye generation problem. But adwuma na eba form because ene meter kra meter say customer pay meter onu betua bill bosome na meter no so akoyese cocaine ehun den baby electricity wo pole abu en frama fawo en pole abu na yisi ya twi wo mo ani gise wo na your service no wo mom sa ekope bosia, and I'm not talking about service pole. Make a concrete pole akese ni etimi ka kire so just say wa kotobi wa kokoto ba nso a just say wa wo sa kokoto nhoma wo de ba begu hey na WO kan say where are we towards Electricity Company of Ghana jemu nima ni sikajije meter acquisition mobile no so simple. Moyama corruption a dorimo say America. Now mu procurement over say ECG procurement enko PPA enko you can say enko finance committee, this important committee enko central tender memako central tender ko yejwemu ECG procurement enko central tender enko ministry omoto niema millions of dollars enko baby a ene niema ene niema nkitinkiti a TVET na tie minister ababeka ho asem minister samu man krentiti nyina wie mfidi am akofa gbegu islegon ha yehu ene de mu yehu se companies like ECG any others no niema nkitinkiti a you produce technical students bet me produce Ghana say ECG for any omo procure niema ma omo no say omo anya dwene say omo ebefa e free anaso ombeto e free anaso ombe me produce ama omo ye be kwanya because niema bi omo toto free ama no no you have no idea. Simple niema and omo di millions of dollars no omo procurement so say enko ministry enko PPA enko central tender and omo to niema at the time when PDS take over ECG no na ECG procure niema e ka be $300 million cedis and the PDS for say omo accept response because most mo ato niema niema no so you cannot account for it enti ye nye saade no ento ye ho so eno konkon ho sa anti by 6 oze wo obi ka over bi aka na de odwa fru nsro nsika he o na won kana over abayende yanka because eden eno ane say chese enkrofo ye de omo pesa enkrofo ye de omo pesa eniema nkitinkiti madam I'm going to give you, I will show you a list of about 10 items osabere ma wako poli awie or wako St. Paul's awie wako polo ye electrician or ne welders ne nipa bi kambo mu eniema nkitinkiti bi omo betimi a produce Ninya ECG cra. But you see, omo ya suppliers no. Or they call the shots. Inti omo titi office no. Omo ni omo ewa agreement. Ene niama no ye kra basa. In fact, so omo hu se musi TVET. I bet you ombe kra niama 10 years ahead. Ko de fa san ba bi enso nka. Omo akra 20 years supply. Omo short to conductors, but stay. And they are this so poor no mu agina ho no. ECG akra for the next 20 years. Now, why? Emre bi Ghana Water Company bi anziza. Ghana Water Company bi sisa. Omo kra materials ni niema for the next 100 years. Mo ante. So ECG, the American say more inefficiencies no. Mo adwuma no amo toto papa so no. Say there. Aye so glaring. Afa dia mo huntuma pa. Na munya corruption no, na munya adwuma. Na PDS ebeso mu 6 months no. Ye hu die se ye nyina ye kan ya no tum. Bra ye kan sam go PDS wa na ye se e na omo akoye na ye the insurance no nkebe e na ebedum kanea. Insurance e na kaye na Dubai e no dum kanea. Fine, but we gave you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm okay, some and the PDS fine. And I'm okay, we are meter. Of maybe young Kong India for be war, Tama. Industrial area, I know more about set up produce some type of meters be because we invite you. Sebe share almost set up. As a semi-tire issue. And obi pe mita konifia no so eyasem. Se binum timi di mita ba no mo say ye be undertaking say ye be service near calibrate for 15 years guarantee. Na isi reject omo. No for more be 2 years no cry nso. Na say said they be reside. Look, ECG. Mo service. Ayo so na mo dia mo person mo sa di dum so ba. Na enne hairdressers. Enkrofo mo atiti o mo wiremu abi adwuma nketenkete. Mo sa do mo frustration ba. Ene nyina nka ba yire wo krom awo. Mo sa kofa dum so aba na do pay so. Yamfa no nto ho. Na Manase Azure edenya ne ya last week na omode ba ye say land commission for senso abai ye preparation say ensase bi wo Kumase na aya abai ensase omu yi bi ediama otumfo say to tosumi no enti no eyimusu a ebi emada omo yi abasase e de amotu. You see, there was way back at the tail end of Sir John and Forestry Commission here Chimotans and Semno. Na create impression be say nipa bi wo ha omo edi omo ani asi aban sase so no omo pe na ni bi ebi ani bra sase edi se na asemi se ebisa ne se ye wo Ghana hai aban won hihye ya ewo mu a otimi kase asase a meje se me de ye adwuma sumasi minya mfa nye entime sai edi bi ama hemfo ana. First question no san hihye no wo ho ana abai ebra no no sabai hu se asase a ogiye no ebi ade opeso de ye no onya mfa nye enti odibi ma asase wuranom se ya busua ana ahemfo abaye sa from time to time ana abaye eye sa ewo other regions ana meka se ane Greater Accra Nungwa Greater Accra Nungwa 6,000 hectares and abaye eji ye no oni ahemfo esa ye nhihye so di bi me kai ceremony a ye e de hand over and sase no e de ma ahemfo nungwa in 2009 na minim ceremony ye abide hand atomic atomic energy yeah ni odain to family minimum abuchiano pa because men krata no omo kokoto bi no abai release the ma ahemfu no wie no minim omo kokoto bi ene indenture ye prepare ma omo enkran ha atomic energy and sase 2009 abai release ebi edema ahemfo minim business people omukomu in fact minim obi onu okomu ekoje 110 acres obe offer 10 acres class or the ma obi na nipa no so onto no bo ansa ene akire entokwa ekoso ewo ho minim aviation land ewo nkran ha aviation land ukoha asase kakraka aviation for and da kakra bi na also tiete won ya se omo so omo jato ho said e be ya se plane e ba be land kotoka in case say yeah communication gadgets antenna farms and na e wo ho aviation ha under Inusa Fuseni about release asase ne kakraka e de ma ahemfo a eye omodia so many regions ahemfonum timi ba be kan say ebia abawe asase wa banyim why because ahemfonum sase ne yomodia ansana an entity called Ghana ebeba Ghana ha yensi ahemfo kwan say yedi oman ani din de Ghana abanti no afei oya busua ana wo yo hene na asase ya ode a afi di abai abo agyew agye afiri wonsam yen kan sa wo ba bia sasa abai wo sase wo kumase a weda da nyame weda ba bia no otumfo na de be mo Buankra inland port asase no otumfo na de mo wo ko tano dumase akiri ho ba bi fa na minim abai tumfo twa asase kakraka bi so mo de ba be new airport say nyama so yes omo timi extend Kumasi said the TNT no sa airport project no enyama so ba me anu minim enkura ye ma eni abusua ye ma omo forfeit omo asama mekan enche otumfo na de asase no maaye thousands of acres Enti Manasi Azuri say abide the asase Emma Nungwa chief there you don't have any problem with it. Abide the asase Emma at the aviation land Emma ahemfoni abusua bidim dia unhu hwe open satam na open so abu na open sre bu de try anye yie say ye atomic lands at the mahemfo and rightly so they deserve it because before a country called Ghana and before atomic energy commission no na abusua no e wa asase it's for them and so many abide tenase say ni yetimi yi bi mo because abaye ankasa University of Ghana asase ye wo hoi sabaye e di bia ma private developers bebre ama mo de asisi hostels mo digiska not hostel wo ho we wo ho Ivandi we wo ho na ene omo asase ne yo mo dia original owners ne dia omo ntimi demand bi emfa nya bibi na Kumasi danyame why ye can ene all military idea sisi wa ye run come for no cha idea sisi ho se se etadai so tumfo a no de asase no man buy no oni abai tenase na yeah any so for line area na ye release bi mana ono de wochi ono de onyo hene anaso on de otumfo nti no na ni bre ade enti sese ukotro na woma ani ekono ho na Ghana ha no ebinom pe asem surasem yetena ho nso ne atu ya ni asi binom so without any reason, without any explanation. Yeta binom de wamo tutankru wamo ana me buza se ene e be kakra no kra no wan ha offer ebi a wono back to abisa mbese me tunu di akwa ajako obi ba ka se dabi ene e frɛ no azure dabi because as a Ghana hana ya gibinum rights e dey free womo ho. A parcel of land is released to one chief. It's okay. Hey, yenhu. Another parcel of land is released to another chief. Hey, sakoyo chin here, ana asantin hey. An MPP for. Na sani briana. E womu mu ayedi a womu free mu nkra abre mu antiama mu anyini ada ni inferiority complex. Eni ani bre e womu mu no. So be uno banner so de ne to kwabrankatia amfana mama to Muhammad o amfana nto sa Muhammad beto no badi Muhammad nkatia beto no din nkatia and all right so ye ne sa mawusi beto no badi mawusi all right so ye ne sa did the first we crap no enkyere se ubetimi aye no akopenti ade penti obi black opedi set so no de ena no de na ni brad kuma sensase ye odia asante mamun sase e fortress dia enti mi abaji afiri mun sam ne de am otumfo enti wo pen enti chro na put him in a bad light na ye dey sa ni bere no adware mo sekro no ani bere no ayam inferiority complex da so danti ani bere sa na odi anyi no emfa hwe mero ensesa hwe nso whether you like it or not baby Nyankopon de obi asie no e hwa na odi ne basie ebi nso a wo nso yo nema na wo bo bra ya na buja sa otan hu ni ani bere fon no na you see ufi say we di obetim de wasam akono so we di ontimi mfa na wasam nkono so but hweye na nya de ochorochoro na be ye hwe to gba feda nso so ya chia no ye chiri koko aye ni ne ma o say Council of State a part-time job intino no. Is it the case that akatua unhia ka? You see, if you want to be principal, be principal. Because what can say Ghana here for poor country? Why should a poor country, why are you a member of council state with all your business? Why should you take $80,000 from us to go and buy a car? You don't have to, because here every month. Bosumi and the arena won for Koya and Uncle can say winning me. Council of State member Yama Bay. A part-time job. Enti me bakra katuya here. Me here car. Me here driver. Me here security. Police ni no do a chidebiano. State in a Gianica. Enti me here by she. President Kufuor appointed a member of the governing board of Bank of Ghana. Dr. Donkofo Jofri so na obaso. And then NDC, Uko NIB, Commercial Bank, any other. Oji allowance and now what they say. And I wouldn't say Article 71 holder, or condition, in fact, appointment letter, the man, the beer is spelled on empty, or your beer, and yes, I will pass out play to the gallery. O course, no, oh, aha, my bay, me mpewe, me baba yet to watch a juma. Na yam fed aduane ne nsi jasoma wonyi nkwankra enyi yimu namo nwia na nkwana be na yasa nkrofo de agu plate amomo na otinche na pepan se me de mani be oboa nkwana nsi jaso na wi mu nam oboa what afri bidada this poor country I was say here yentino yentua as gracia e man na some of them say bi o ha o enti togo wo kwa kire say wo hoi kesaka wafo bi ekoye like yi 300,000 for account mu a enka wunhu ada for 1 year. Is that what you are telling us? Hey, and you well, of course, I mean, with your investment here, do we expect? But to dance why I for and it's just a 300,000 transaction here. This say the text message. Yeah, now sorry. Now I'm here. Oh, Nancy, beyond desire.
Oh, no matter the way you know the dear, but no way.
I know Nemeka say we would draw say crum the Nemeka say, okay, Ebia the answer.
Second, me transit, I cost a few years, but yes, we be a san cake, but with the near another matter, and a cost of a penny for whom you know, of my bonus shots. Bonus shots now for no money transit. Honorable giftings. As grass I did the beginnings of funny, honorable gift to Motanas, a combat match in Tipping Canicasibia. Now, for now, Kabi say, October fed the offer July 2021. July 2021. And now, government trace canon as back P at the tone council. When what in our yard who you now, and one what to do. There's a Willis Kenya that just say, if you have to accounts, my winner notification and I be the Sicano as a daddy what that tire boss and tasso and kicking. But you may not jubilate this kind of to accounts, but you will see it say it's kind of to accounts. Once the crave free more will be it's a dear of a more of Remcacra. Na main canicasino. And yet, my year dinner, it is not about said to be fed the say 1 year as grass and will become massive. Debbie. And there was salary because of so dear or bet you because of the cha or the betty. Nemono and some more kaka, I want the car tower true mono, yen whom come out for yedi. So because it says channel A inappropriate. Because inappropriate, dear, just as and yet, as a mother quan bonibusuna extra to accounts was some fair no extra payment of an extra payment bay, and yet I didn't get extra payment. Omo formula omo de calculate and then menu ka say parliament for whom see omo je salary previous parliament no mo je omo ba be omo dwuma and omo calculate say oh this aka mo 20,000 a month e was send ke ma mo 25,000 into 5,000 abeto so be into 5,000 be multiply 48 months that's 4 years no need this kind of amount lump sum. It says kind of man, how can you call that amount no extra money? Yeah, and therefore it is inappropriate. And no one seminar of a year na me and neck and you can share no me who the cruntia to be fed the scan was 1 year. But that decision is even inappropriate for him, and it is not fair to him. So best idea no. Over 4 years. 4 years now will be the year 2017 to 2020, and you should make a crime and say. Council of State member be at least on money spending at least 1 million Ghana cedis per person. At least 1 million cedis per person. Certain allowance, any monthly allowance. You know, to perfect that what you of an what the 1 million Ghana cedis are. Unless a 350,000 or reject any more amount. What's 1 million Ghana cedis? What's an 80,000 United States dollars as car loan? You know, so I can't loan can offer. You see, loan dear, as so I buy a 60% amount. Now, what's can you know? What you move 40%. Now, that's a naga and you broke an that's a naga buska. Of a message, me who a yika credit say. We say, Congress of Ghana, and guys, I'm quite many nibi. Of 2017. Me if you more mark in say 2017. ya wo ba avemo be council of state members of our council of state meeting sittings makuma 60 times for so
metie pa Nazare metie o
but so
me o metie pa
okay 2017 council of state for 60 times na not to be fed the committee chairman into no more of a general meeting and no more committee meetings. It took any number man, Council of State full year 60 times the year 2017. Over to be affect the general meeting or consisting pay. And then the committee, you know, chairperson of the committee, no, or friend meeting 2 times per no be. It took come out of 60 meetings, I will call 2017 to be affect the 2017. Meanwhile, Bosumi be and one my one in allowance or Jinina. Offer Oko 2018 as well. Council of State for Etnasi 59 times, 59 times. A year a kaboom say general meeting and a committee meeting. Once again, to be a federal committee chairperson. Offer general meeting to be a federal echo 11. And now committee meeting or call 4 times. And out of 59 meetings, Council of State for a year, you know, to be affected 15 times out of 59.
Ze bia nu kotakra.
2019, almost 60 times. To be affected general meeting 6 times or committee
16
times. Almost 60 times, 60 times. Or general meeting 6 times pay and or call committee meeting 2 times. In the out of 60 sittings, Toba Feder was present on only 8 occasions in 2019. Of our 2020, Council of State members etnasi 63 times. Over the making verifiable.
So what does kwa
yes.
Attendance book ne bibia.
My child didn't me register.
Yeah.
Over 63 times and on Motinasi. To be a fed echo general meeting 6 times. Committee non committee chairperson of frame meeting once the whole year. It is out of 63 sittings, no, or 7 sittings. Or 7 sittings. And the ABI, I know now what's nature when is on the concert, and said, David, minimum in the year, my encouragement, papa, the every day part time, is part time, man, Cassa, because the Quaku share meeting 63 times, I make 7 times the year, made this part time. Yet, what Jenny Carloon, $80,000. Yet, Bosumi Bian offer, no what Jenny Sika. And the Wosi canon, as if all we know. Was it the principal say abhorrence say one of the as grass and iska kisaka said offer was it any time and a buffalo over one the copper time of Juma your money $80,000 car loan. And if you see yourself say we a part time work capadia and this is can what ye and this capus market will be what ye because one can meeting. It's one meeting today. Can say it is not about or no say Nisika and one. Say the one also when you are no problem. But a number of church or can was setting up one more moji a friend say as Gracia, any especially Council of State members. Therefore, so one more brand fine, one more Council of State members of Ubia Bobra. Council of State members over Ubia Bobresitri. And here from there also business owners and penny for academia, people from academia, and there was so of a Jubia Bobra. It's as if we say, we could do dear, now when our time Ghana. And yes, a matter of choice. If I don't forget to say, Council of State for Zabuhi, COVID-19, but most of what's saying, it's almost 20% of their allowance. So, most why you be by be and can once, but almost I be. The main count quite the main say to be a fed it could quite in him was say 365,000 a door so long. It's when you say one fantastic demawa 1 million also at the mamma died for 4 years now and fair so bright. Not for $80,000 and so I can't zero fire fair so bright and come by a walk man.
Nazare
Over
Yadasi
Pastor Miss
Gordon Asari Bidiakon any attendant canon. Enti no na kyerɛ per facts a wɔde ama yɛ to gba afɛde o na wo yɛ member of Council of State ba diakon ene etenenka no enti no na chese per facts a wode amaye to gba fede o na wo ye member of Council of State by virtue of the fact say o ye president of National House of Chiefs enti o ye Council of State member Oman hia wa futu na afi muko meetings 60 times na wakomu be edupe mutimi ko meeting 60 times na wakomu nsia pe ensia maako nsia enso wo monthly allowance there na ogini nyina oje bibia esasa oje enti ubua ye ana wa amwa ye uye wadwuma ana wa anya wadwuma u discharge wo responsibility fully ana sa wan discharge na dwuma ya yase ya de sha won say Council of State member se ko obi aya ne sade o ye enu yi anke Council of State no kura gui enka gui ade no wompe meanwhile no enfie na no so ye na osa stand the election asa akwakope position na e de obeba Council of State member na so ade enso so wo ma na wo mpanimfo buba bi se obofo okun aboa no oto no na se wanya no a o se abotwe we kra ne ho bon you see waje monthly salary in fact 1 year out of 60 citizens no oko 6 pe na dwuma ye ni bai ana fi mu nyina no oye dwuma 1/10 of the SSO obetumi afrɛ ne ho dwuma ye ni na waje akatua in fact togba fe de ene o pe bibia eye inappropriate pa dia can say na wonko nanso na oje o monthly alama I know dia wasan oje yakɔhwɛ mu ahun sa oje nso togbe se o pese yehu se uye nipa umudie wukura mu pa ne integrity a o salary a uji ye nyina wa nkwadwuma safa ya de brɛ ye na wa wo se ahia ye so ya de brɛ wo se ahia ye ya baje nso so ukra nyame akyerɛ wa ma abro so ya baje with interest upa craft interest because you didn't you see so wa hunim o conscience pa ne wo kasa pa ye dia it was not even appropriate for you say ka wo baje o monthly allowance na wo ji throughout for year because na wo nkwadwuma yanko yanim Bowling Point Oman 107.1 FM yebeka TVET ehho asem na yemfa na proud sponsor GP1 Herbal Mixer e dro sonko a boost your immune system my ahoden di enipa di anu egina ba bia ye se covid no esa ba ma no nye ye nwanwa Ghana ha no enipa omo aye fully vaccinated so vaccine no omo awo ni mpre no so yes say less than 30%. Monsumu hu say aman binom ato omo master gu osabema yambo a efri o china ko Thursday me master no nose mask no me bro be 3 boxes me bases afo andema say you will close area bia ensanfa ni pesiatra enkrofo ma ye fully vaccinated hu so mo ayi omo dia yanso so ayi ye de Yehu. Enti GP1 Herbal beverage there ebedu aginem pa mesro pebi na aboa nkrofo pa ye Serenity bath salts Epsom salt eye enkyene soronko ade gu nsuo mu na adware a ema ena ho etoso obeda na fom te say di Adam eda ya yangopo yi ne mfis pande akra wante no Serenity bath salt ebemo ada ena fom obehwe bi akira kwai Plan City Extension Project for say omo aye nhihye ya ye di si adan no nya ba ko nye chese ya dai different de wo pe no ne besi ama. In fact the big crowd wo beach front poano pram honum dai akese ne bo fe ne so ene omo ntrans nya nhihye ne omo nsi bi ma na tenam ne ma 25 years na fatua. And into cities extension projects a cities and habitat for any can obeko miocho pram Central University for campus na ho no office or any omon konkotnase Grace me party clinic or Madina akachi abola stop okohwa ombeye bibia ma free sha say a prescribe your drama sabre na otubuto na akwakoto. Franco Trading Enterprise, original phones and accessories. And apart from phones and accessories, and idea, or more jinamua or bien compete omno. It's more domo flat screen TV, digital TV from Franco TV. And ye first say, and ye for papa. Or more fridges, tabletop fridges, or more air conditioner, Franco air conditioners. And no more laptops and tablets nim fidia ka horo nyina obetimi akọ Franco aso ye bia na akwakoto bi JK stationery for na airfree na say stationery JK for akofa e dia begu ondoso ni nyina nsa obekọ na wakọ choose dia ukọ JK Industries and Investment Limited stationery ahoro a wo hia nyina omo benya bidia ma omo na Tarash product customized exercise books ene de ka ho bebre de omo number na be ma no akọ industrial area na akọ JK for ho na o stationary needs na no watimi akọ akotobi Stone View Event Center ewo East Legon Irata Hotel chiriya so wo pebe bia mo be corporate dinner event party wedding reception be a hoye atmosphere near cozy pa and almost our die shishe mu abetumi aye private meetings ewo ho omo duane nso de de papa nenkwai kwakuje be kan say jeneje jom so from anapaita Stone View Event Center say onko ho a ewo East Legon ene na onko ba bia into private meetings ubenya baby kra ada ufra britro to kwamba nim so baba private meetings bi o ne o monkasa ne buku ho but ope baby a betumi call lunch ne anwumre betumi anya baby adi weekend woni abusani nyina be kwa akodi baby a na sum badwume swimming pool e wo ho imagine say wo ye ade e wo na say de aye ho no nso enye ya boss de nso enye enclosed ya boss na nso muda ho kan and a swimming pool as Adaho. Stone View Event Center, a whole papa. Dependable herbal home, or monema, Adom and Rono, Adom Malakio mixer, Adom K plus capsule, and a mixer, Adom Natural Man capsule, and Adom Lady Sky capsule, Ninano, Ubenya Bio, dependable herbal home for Asway. Confanochi Teaching Hospital, Cancer Treatment Center, now, Enyamwa, Honorable Canada, Japan, where Yisika Pudu, Eddie Atoho. So on so far de kakra beka ho sabarima afre number no afre US number no na men kan chiro okay and intino yase fa on so de kakra beka ho na on fanko you how free ho onim so na bo ken ba doye na se oyi bia mamobrofo na oyi ayarefo e de a oye bono ho modin bo sade no papa and intino Confanochi Teaching Hospital, Cancer Treatment Center. No, ono the seed money at all. No se fafakra beka ho. ADB account to be how Omanfm di me friend Omanfm flood victims account. Ubetimi de contribution to sa account. O bank be e wono ubetimi amomo discato ADB emu Omanfm flood victims account no emu number na 1131 00 5341 001 and I have a Momo number and also number 0542 869979 Ghana number and international now this cano to +233 medikai 0542 869979 o ye muma edin a wo behu ne ye Kenneth Tachi a Japan for Scanbra na yam from ye nyina no ye minimum wia e bepe radler na ye dia fire mrim a lemon flavored refreshing alcohol beverage e wokan mu more the papa pay when sponsors be brain no maso ya cinema and then you ye de boiling point e bro me din de kwabna kwache Honorable Deputy Minister for Education TVET Eshanase idin ane Honorable Giti Chum Ampofu emrashe bedwani wo Ebuakwa North na ene me ko isle go on the mani koko hu bi ye checkers ye see the Vice President akasa TVET adisua eduru sei na ifiri hin ne de kwan ona ba kwa ba
ye jaofa
moniyo
instrajna cancer for ready
money ministry for ne obia waka near starting obeka sa agro TVET service grants your Ghana education service your Ghana health service the TVET service no so more de baba ye day eno hu dwumadie na ene ye hu bi mpopo ye yana
ofa me dase mechia adofo ene etiefo nyina ofa nsa na me ba TVET no so no tie yeti he nyina ye MPP nti ne yeti ha enye manyoko MPP a anka ye ni aban bi e na redan kwekufu ado aban ye beda saforade asese yetumi aye elections nyina regional elections nyina awie 16 regions aya elections ni nyina awie enu nti ye de nyame ase kakra meka ne se election wo hoi ukọ na uluzu a ebeye ya pa efisa hoden ene mra ekomu no se wuwie na wanwini a ebeye ya ntini a mesre ne se ebusuafu awini no wonya enko tenase enhwe ne ma won wini ye ne ma won contest ye din na yemfa enye adwuma ofa Kosia Day Eastern region yako odan ekodi dwuma dwuma ekodi ye ne sabato etu ye ne koda asaforade ase
okay
na ye koda ase no so for preach ye no odan bishop of the Methodist Church Ghana o ma ye niam bia megidi se ye nyina ye MPP fuoi ye nyina ye beche o se yantwi ye hu fi ahomaso de yantwi ye hu fi hu kura ma ye ma emma ye niam mu kura ye
okay
ne atoso mienu bio yensua se ye de ye hu ebone ebeche yen yemfa ye hu ebone enche unu ebone a jaimenka na wo de asem cha ofana mfa bibia ncheye nti o se yensua se ye de ye hu bone ebeche yen na fe yemfa obuo ene anidie emma yen hu yemfa obuo ne anidie emma yen hu na afei amanyosem de obia kokromoti eye kokromoti enti no yen kan hu se ne etie bia yen twie nuanom no matter how difficult they may be yen nwure ye ho se yetu ahomaso no gu a ye betumi asoso ye nuanom mumu ewo mu se campaign bi ohwa na mu aya enti we nipa no ebehyew na emom esese ye nyina ye kai se kokromoti bia ye kokromoti every vote counts or everyone counts in partisan politics. Nintinia mesre ye nuanom ye defi polling station eko electoral area eko constituency e de aba region say ɛyɛ MPP nti na yɛ nyinaa yɛ frɛ ebusua baako wo di asɛm cha na wo fa hwe nkyɛ asɛm bi wɔ ha wobɛgya maka ɛnyɛ sɛ ka wo nko asɛ nipa nka wo ngyae menka na mmom ekuo ne nyinaa yie yonti yɛngye mu menka na fe yɛn so a campaign no yɛn susu na yɛde enua no manum twitwi fam nso yɛnsu ase yɛbɛka sɛ onua ɛyɛ apere na fa mitirim na me kan yɛ no man ka ne yie enti omenua onso mesrɛ ofa kyɛme na yɛn nyina yɛnkɔ yɛnim na sɛ yɛtie ne yira sɛ bibie nsi ehu na wo bɔ nsɛm kyɛ na wo sere manyosɛm de saa ade no so wo attack ne personality enti no na ai bibie onti ɛbɛsrɛ sɛ self-centeredness no ebusuafo yɛsrɛ ɛyɛ adɔso yɛ party mu na me no ɛyɛ adɔso praye wo hoi woyi baako edenya ebebu na mo sie nyina ka bomu a ni bu ebu na nti mesrɛ yɛ party for bio yɛn a yɛkɔ election so yɛ brɛ yɛ bebre ɛna mo niema bi a ɛnan bi a na yɛtia so yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ yɛka Jerobu wɔ ha ɛnyɛ sɛ me na menye mɛkyerɛ mu bibi yɛbɛsrɛ
mo yɛ mo ntimi antumi
yɛntumi antu wo nso brɛ yɛ ɛna mesu ne ban bi a n'anima bi ankɔyie obi wɔ ha ne region parliamentary seat sɛnea wo kan kɔ fam bebree but wo yɛ analysis na onni ho tumi bia yɛ partisan politics ne bi wɔ hɔ a yɛhu mu yie papa enti no sɛ MP wo hwehwɛ kwan wɔ MP hɔ MP akɔlɔ bia maaye obɛde no de aba enso ne yɛ na nipa ɛto obama yɛ nti ne nyane bɛbɔ yɛ nsoboɔ nti yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ yɛ nyinaa wɔn a wɔn mu adu wɔn a wɔn mu ha yɛ nyinaa nka mu ne ehu the need of yɛn nkrɔfo ne nneɛma ehia wɔn ɛne nneɛma Ghana fo hwehwɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ eyi a wɔn bɛto abama yɛn na yɛn momɔden ɛmfa aniɛden ɛne yɛkoduro honhom nwura saa nneɛma nim na yɛn gyae na mena no em sɛ me no ɛma yɛntumi ndwin yɛ nyinaa yɛ ho emmom nti mesrɛ MPP fo sɛ mpani ne mɔfrɛ nyinaa ɛyɛ elections ewie wo candidate wi ne yɛ wutiri nkwa wo candidate wi ne better luck next time candidate ni poro wɔn agya ma aka o na yɛn edi wɔn akyi no yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛhu sɛ yɛbɔ yɛ kɔ position a ɛnɛma ma yɛnya betire ɛne kokoɔ keka nsɛm no ɛma yɛtirim yɛ yɛn da no ɛni hɔ bio ti yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ emre yɛde ya no kasa we breaking the 8 no na anya no fanfan mpanin sa wodo wa no dɔnwere a ebi nkan we de enye ya no yɛde dɔnwere no yɛde ya ho ɔden ɛna bio sɛ yɛ nneɛma sɛne de bia yɛ nneɛma no a yɛntumi nya results fufuro bia yakɔ 2008 yenim ne yɛyɛ emse no kura no anhyɛ aseɛ ntɛm papa we de ya hyɛ aseɛ ntɛm me na dɔso ti mesrɛ MPP fo mpanin ni mɔfrɛ nyinaa sɛ yɛn kamom yɛn gya ne obi ayɛ wɔyɛ oya wo kae so afo mu nu apa ne kyɛw ɔdɔfo ampa wo kyɛw kora Jamenka ɛnyɛ wo nti ɛyɛ MPP party no nti ofa TVET because for 2019 ne mapa ha ba yɛ TVET 2019 May ɛna me ba ha bɛka sɛ yɛnya loan bi 135 million euros near the koye MVTI. It's not studio here na mekan. And then MVTI no 135 million euros no. Yeah, value for money ni audit nyina no. Project ni nyina ka kosi 131 million euros. I should say by 4 million euros. At the end of the year, offer MVTI 34 what Ghana na. One workshop no. You see the fair first and who is legono. Your classrooms are a big quiet digitalized classrooms.
I know Chiremu.
Just a classrooms are computers ya fix or hodada. Of what we said native at home. Yes, CBT practicals dorsum. Near Brody from the consumer bosons and the board dinner. Ne mom said, "Oh, computer no wha." Now was software na 3D simulation no wha. Na chese se world na wo kire abofra na. So the program ni shemu teacher no wo kire ne nyina no na ohu video no 3D ti se ne ase ohyem e na wo kire ne world no. Enti no obetumi a kire ne world ni nyina wie kama na on so drin road mu. No wati ase enti obeso so drin road ni mu no na chese perfecto. Enti se kan no a no use first one no akolo eni ha no na so tiri no fenka
abesi osabre mamochi
on fenka metal no na chese road no asiegu but this time no e be kire wo se wo de ko se ya enko yi na se wo ye wi a na machine a kire wo se esanse we move on straight into na hanom no e bia ye white no, and then you erase it. No was saying to bubu until ubeshe system na bewie no. Da ubeso so the road and kasemuno. And you flame muno, na chese. Odo try back me no I am very perfect. Entino I see it is a near vice president kind of digitalization no. Se TVET ni ebe ko yeni mu pa ma practicals no. Mo phone nsato so a enye consumables dodo na mom the number of times they go through the process. Ebio ye science wo carpentry workshops wo ho. Ye wo auto mechanic wo na auto mechanic workshop no wo fa. Enye kan kasa VW vehicle saloon an kasa si ho. Ena transmission system enso wo ho. We start here. Light be so say ne wo take anim. Now person who problem na. Se we fuel ni mu a engine ni sumbe yesen. Na esuna ma wahu. Se transmission oil ni mu a ni sumbe yesen. Enti wo ba che bofo no nyina ni nti ogina kan na kan start pe. O te sound no pe enyama trama kwe. Onim say transmission oil na enim. Diagnostic machine su wo ho. Chese bibia obekoto wo industrial workshop bia ye auto mechanic workshop bia no obekọ ho na bi wo ho. Welding e bi wo ho. ICT as a subject ye bi wo ho. Heavy equipment e bi wo ho. Chese ni nyina no ni transmission ye de nyanti mofra no ye kire won afidie no operate na ye san so kire no sane obe service afidie no we ni ho a the sound dey say we wo ho a yesenti no abofo ne be fem be wie no na chese equipment bie ni ho a wo de ne ko industry a ontumi operate if you say e bi wo ho e manual operate ye de e kire no ade ni nyina ye niema ye ewo MVTI asabre one ye core members of the Ghana TVET service. Wafa na sa dwumedie no apart from 34 MVTIs na ya renovate the old part that was about 25% and there expansion of 75%. Classroom well equipped, a hostel well equipped. Just say bibia say wo ho bia ansana regional offices no say you start say you sign contracts no na your regional your 10 regional
offices
10 regional offices 10 regional offices ni nyina so you renovating the kama and one 5 apprentices shop and no so ni nyina renovating the kama and it is sabre so ka TVET service MVT yi nyina sa 34 year making and the OIC head office MVT e wo East Legon and no renovate the kama a retulu se na ya MVT ho na wo ye no fi ho a e call East Legon CSR for no ho no a ho so foundry and machinery workshop and no so wo ho
the ben ARS side ho no
and no so wo ho
try ARS na cut down kakra
and no so
left
roughly opposite the chairman fee and also foundry and machinery workshop e wo ho wofa na ye wanyi na wie na yese TVET de eyade yentena school dem nko ansua nti ye industrial attachment nti untumi nye TVET school wa to mfidie nyina egu ho na bus ni ho abofra de beko industrial attachment nti bus mako 37 eno so sabre ya chama TVET schools no enyina emudu depends on the need and population of the school.
Is in Crown or Hono, Sebase and Ne, yes, Kotama, cocoa processing. No answer Modomo, a good bass, my anxious, and they cover co.
Sapepe,
co. And ne, ye call one district, one factory, a Juma Wimu, Namoko.
Sapepe. A yen sanos we enjoy who send a penny for the better one so. Nunti ye wo V8 bakwa and automatically director general there
TVET service
and ye wo
so there also bit
ye wo 21 pickups I know so ebeboa schools no am administratively wo ho aye ha
says na pickup no mo achro
ni nyina ye say enye ano keke and ye di TVET no na mom ye di sika shem sika no so yankɔgye keke anya ne hwete wansam ye di aye dwuma amobie hu a obi no ni MVT a e wo Islegon bia so ka sa wo di obi kɔ hɔ a adan wo wie why apprentice we apɔtɔ kɔ certificate no nkwa na ye wo ba sabre se do hu se dan si hɔ na ye ka sa kɔ school wo hɔ a ofa wo kombedo na dia ni kan se adwuma aye ni nyina ofa ye nyanguye misi afie placement minya parent bi an benya grade 8 ebi 10 ebi 12 wonye school pa e friend grammar school category A o se da bi ni bani so de TVET school anope na madam TVET eye
hwe
na wo bisa me sa de a madam bi o se
ene na
no kire boss o kire de pa o ko kire de sa o se gift ko dwomeni mu obaje se o ko kire kola na hu se yes mass na get din sa ene wo bisa me sa de a ene wa woni tua and intinia ye kan say sabre 34 MVT dadana ne nyina be ka TVET service ho no ye koji sika no a ye deliver ama bibia planet 1 ye no agree say won be ye e wo MVT ne nyina won ya je aye to specification sene esese na for one classroom furniture na o kombedo so be ko school bio
sa
o kombedo so be ko school bio
chesa adiam de efedodo
efe pa sa 34 na wo Ghana ha
they say technical and vocational school abaya konos secondary school
de no ase wo hia for corner na wo kira da wo di baba na wo
add the book na ko
515 5210 gidi so what to me here no betwa sisi ya na ko baby
na we die
se say
the carpenter
ese TVET no ya disua eti akoma ene ensa
okay
gidi na akoma nka ho ona gidi and sabre die ofa TVET no alande sene ye hihye no pepepe ye hu nyankopon angu ye nimu aside covid ye tumi a BT deadline adenti enam say emra ye loan no na ye ne planet 1 for ye discussion edu baby discussion tintintin ye insist ye say ye hear local content enti no one the civil works nyina ma local content And even though COVID hit company nipa because one home base in Dubai. COVID hit one pa. And for almost 1 year, no be into going for home. However, because the local content, and the fairness and the firmness of a local consultant, even though they were there with skeletal staff, but Bibia Corso was specification. The COVID ne koye na parliament so near messy a year about tax ne and one near man. Yan so your coffee and a year nina, na want to me and feed nina ba a betting team, senior, we hono. And unti sabre TVET service. Ye koye mra e di ba ye no. TVET service no. E wo schools mako 248.
Hey, sir.
And 47 na wo Ghana education service no about TVET service.
Okay.
MVTI 34 no about TVET service. OICC no about TVET service. ISES no about TVET service. Community development schools no about TVET service. Social welfare about TVET service.
So yes, social welfare about TVET service.
Social welfare schools ni na won agenda for schools ahoro mensa. Ni nyina about TVET service. And youth
training centers.
And so about TVET service.
Asankara.
And some pre-tertiary agric institutions ni nyina about under TVET service. And Sabria over 240 schools under TVET service. Na sa schools nyina no enye won nyina yetumi di won call computer placement systems so bi wo say ye ho dwuma kakra if you say obi ba e wo MVT aha bo hwe ho akono na ha ba na mfa no nkoto
bia e ho sako
ntia
e ho mfidie nyina ye dada
ntia school nyina ye di won ba computer
but
placement
non technical schools are na ye nim to say KTI and this in Pulse nom ne wa and also mo aye ni nyina
meba ho
okay.
Enti ye MVTI no ene TVET service no ti agi sa school se bobodi ni nyina ba TVET service MVTI for the ya facelift ya retool ya expand for fair sene ye hu nyina hu no ne no se wo ba TVET institutions a na ewo Ministry of Education sidada na emo mako 13 you see new workshops and laboratories amount. And no, the $91 million if Avic International China ho. No. Ye DCC schools. The schools e biwo ho. E biwo Bolga Technical Institute. E biwo Saboba Technical Institute. Sawoba Mikrom Simple Technical Institute of ebi wo ho. Tema ebi wo ho. Ashaman Technical ebi wo ho. Eye mako 13. Ye see workshop complete. And the bi nso wo ha ye see workshop complete. Na mom ye di abefu mfidie ko no wo dan wo ho. Ye di abefu mfidie akogum 13. Wo ye nu fi ho a se wo tete abofra di mfidie abefu mfidie tete ni fiti second cycle uja wo hwa yenye yie enti technical universities no so 10 no so no eno so emu ensia complete workshops and emu for the emu equipment
their friend Pauline
near friend policy for technical universities wo fa na wura ukọ KTI ukọ KSTU Kumasi Technical University na wura workshop awofa wonji ni se wo Ghana so
your friend Cape Poly
so Cape Coast Cape Coast Technical University no run workshop and no laboratories wonji ni se wo Ghana Avic for the Toyota Corolla na car ho apart from engine the transmission system na won provide ni nyina no esanso the car nkasa e ka ho enti wusua wo ha no wo that system no su nyina wi na wo operate engine no nko a no wi a na fe car na nkasa si ho enti no se fuel na animu a wo start pa because of what you learned you be say e fuel na animu a transmission oil na animu nti kan kata nso e life Toyota Corolla eno nso si ho nti sa workshops 13 America no wonyina won Corolla life car esi won auto
to kona koye auto mechanical sense auto electrician free ho no wa
auto electrician no ade
abesi osaba ma mo achi
ade fe pa ne se wo se wo system at say a whole vehicle no enti wo mia we ya na indicator light left aso right aso say indicator light no share sound be na be ye ofa it's fantastic enti no kwa technical universities na wa wudu ho a na wo kondo nti medaya time kosra ebi me ka kire won say won nye open days Emma JHS4 and the SHS4 no. Na won hu ne wo ho. Wo fa equipment e wo KSTU. And the equipment e wo Cape Coast Technical University as well as Takrade. Wo fa university bi enu wo bi. I'm telling you. University bi eni bi. Me pese me bo university bi di no.
No.
University bi eni bi.
So na so ye university of hwan kra.
Won ni bi.
Uni bi.
Why nibi? Obeko na machines are dada.
Say university we nomni institutions are nanado. Any MPP asa da establish e wo mo pencil.
Me fa ho paaye. Machine mo so for the CNC. Say o microphone na ni hold the yasaya. Na bibia say wo mo a. Eno asa o be hu serial number. Na we yi no sketching it rightly. Sa CNC machine with 3D printer no. You load the metal. Now machine no a part no. Na print ya ma.
Hey.
Aye. With a 3D printer. CNC machine. Enti no ebedu baby na makofo machine fi China ba me ni spare parts na free ho. And also betu spare parts don. Now they come on. Na what to me dey what the computer program be mean kaidi no and on the best sketchy part na ma and you need to get the sketching right. Once you get the sketching right no, load the metal into the CNC
a big chama
and connect to the 3D printer a big chama
come
it is a say no TVET na ye no sabio enye sabio TV bonko so asem eye ne owo pepa se mesua de sabio bofra kra bia ne ho ne tie wu nyakopon po ade o se ne nyina ye na ye papa akase teacher fo ne abata benya daage e wo ye mahohu se be de 6 times 16 obi se ne mpendu ohun na mo nya ne ho abotra a ba nyina no so a obetumi am 6 times 16 no safo no na dwi mu do nso na dwi ne ntumrika ana ye tayo na ne tew de na dwi mu do but ntumrika because said they will kan sa no a won kire no why say 6 times 16 years say no obi se kwase bebre o retiri mu ntino in effect omwa
obeka wa bon but na
onwene mani nsi otu bu hu se oba no na dwi mu do na mom opese bibia ohu na ne nsaka into a TVET person to make a state boys no state area assembliancy enti safo no a teacher for na wo for na nya ye ma no ho abotre na ebehu TVET for na ewo mu no na ye de won yakoye na wo fa ade eni kapa wo Ghana ha ye wo graduate bebria obi a banking and finance obi a lady bi kra do wa biko o se no petit de papa mpene ti o wie bicom no anaja onya be ma ware no be ma ne television ase nti o to bi ko park the benz o baby wo yi ni papa ye chale wote wo kosua hairdressing wo kosua de pam wo kosua
eno na nka mbebusa ya ma no de no nsoso no nse ene no ade pam no nsoso aduru level bi so at the permanent drew level bia omo nim pam no so no omo je ene Ghana yete ankrofo kofa ankrofo free la Côte d'Ivoire any other country so ene omo ba be pam nneɛma ɛma yɛ ɛma no nso fa mu deɛ sɛ bɛyɛ ɔmbɛhu sas ahodoɔ nyinaa pam ne
ofa ye gusu ko TVET no ya touch bebia o o kan de pam ye wo Ghana voucher project no de ye won a won ye master for no ana ye sign de won ko training se be ye won be hu ne abefo nneema abaso a ye fitafo kobi welders kobi won a won ye manicure pedicure cosmetology fo won so won kobi ade pam fo kobi
ju adwuma kra dada na se bia
ofo say
o person upgrade wo ho a
eno nso wo ho Ghana voucher project
eno nso ababa ye nhihye a obeti
eno de free bonto free free
eno am ko training no hin
eno schools a register no won go so register
register
they about 50 now enti sa de pam now for say na me pama de achew na se ase nkrofo ma o register na wakosua befo niema na se ebu kwa north when ya wonko me mrantia me ma wonko ye auto mechanic any welding leja pakete TVET me equipment kakra me koche ma won na me ka kire won se na ntia me ni di won echi ni se me kon kukureju bi na me ka se na what one the agenda that what be I can hear me
cabrita fit so
what for me say
carburetor
me talk foforo
and ya dey yi
me talk foforo opel na injectors na abaso
Omanfm
ya carburetor twam
na me nya problem e ko be fita ho a ade wo the problem I have been pao and madam my yen tutu na yen koto carburetor am say masa proni na ho ye car no se sia no o si ankota carburetor madam wo no njete se be enche na say o ese so unyo bia nye
oboa opa carburetor do de petrol begu nanim o de petrol
se
begu nanim wa
o sua fita no na yenye injectors nti ohun bi da sabre de eno so Ghana voucher project na eno be register o TVET te be ba ko upgrade ohun nti no technology is very dynamic anim foforo ba mfidie foforo ba bibia foforo ba e se wo se na tie enye se nkola no betwa fa so che se me ne wo kase ofa nipa ye voucher no jama ban ehun se ne ye phase 1 no supposed to have been started NDC abreso 2015 but jama ban KFW4 this ikade buy no government then one when to counterpart funding
because when you counterpart funding
in 2017 and started here me no ka say jama fo ne ni agise ne TVET
phase 1 no
we phase 2 what the phase 3 is kaba enti mesre say sabrede se wo yo bia wo yensa no dwuma eno ani se ne dikan humble yourself to unlearn to learn profu ya meka nyina ni se ebe yo se ho ne ye pamade ye ne ye fita kura na mo ye nwo mo ya mpa enti se ye bre ye ho ase se wo ye TVET ni a se ye bre ye ho ase na ne madada na yesua na yetwam no ye yifiri ya dwem na yesua foforo ebia na kola kete
ade pam no kra na nsa
abi kona
ne mom pam no so bere ma ni wa ye
she yesi ye di bone bi shem ofa
yes
yesi ye di bone shem kura sabio
okosua bi
sabio ofa twami land sabio e di bone shem kura empani moni ma wo hia bodies cause ye twetade no di bone na shem te se ne atade na ye brazier ma enti no
sabe nyamia David me send the David test corset
no wonder
I know so kwakosua eno wa design ye o
I know the one the bone no shemu ade dindindi bo se bone one the shemu pam enti ebe mo wofu atare ho na sabio atare no awo mu wo fa bokora wo hia brazier because wa body is such that the dress itself could hold up the breast onu wan kosua wo fa wo hu ye customer wo sua de pam 1984 no na bonu maaye ene aba won a won bro ho asiri tumi ko won fellow
I'm so pam na boarding
ne pam wa ya nti ne boarding na say me baby ko pam me na me ni mama no den me sim stress o si ye na bu bekumi me ni mu ye o so me akoso nti me sim stress no o ko bi ho e ko tu esika ma ne kire no eno nti TVET ne de ye besere wo wie school akoka nyame ni mpo na sabre adwuma no wa chiye a wakɔ school edu echiri wadwuma bue select skill back na mienu
na ko hwehwɛ baabi
na ko hwɛ bi obetumi esua no ene kura wo ni mofa obetumi esua dodo na wo YouTube ansana wakɔ hwehwɛ master akɔyɛ practicals nti ebesere ofa na nya nanko na eye TVET service no
said okay akak nimniema bebree ye osua wo YouTube in fact oh here me car back inside mommy na bio apostle work no yes you won't believe it
baba ko osua de pam YouTube no pam ba ko share pam ba ko ma ne nua osua bead making YouTube na na untumi mopo ni ye nti because hwe mama bi oye bi e ma no 2 weeks no osua se ne obebo po na ensane nti ebusuafo ye kakan nyina no TVET no ofa ahode ade ahyem no enwa enye nnenko enro nso ye state of the art TVET centers no and also me betena ha e kan say ye state of the art TVET centers na first na ye 20 state of the art TVET centers and san ye koye referendum call for region 6 kan ho e me 32 enu nti ye sampie echi e ko hwe funding company betumi aye 32 state of the art nyame adom planet 1 for no ene another company no form consortium and one year 32 state of the art. Now 32 state of the art the phase 1 no eye makomako 9. Needi Kampa ye Center of Excellence ewo Ashanti region enra ye Kokati Sword Vice President Minister for Education Honorable Yawase Duchum and my humble self and ye call in face ye call Abrankasi and na ye Kokati Sword ewo Bosontwen and no eye the highest I wore 30 skilled areas 30 now yes a TVET course bia ye Ghana he bia no Center of Excellence TVET Center no ebi wo ho second one category B and type B and no beko achima wisa ba ko beko boako ewo northwest region ahafofo nso ebenya baako wo Kenya se number 1 eno nso ye type A ena Bono East fo benya type A ewo Patuda efe oti region fo nso benya type A ewo Dambai Savannah fo benya type A ewo Salaga North East benya type A ewo Gwabuliga ena Upper West ebenya type B ewo Tolibri enti of what ye phase 1 no ayakati sword enra yakati sword na chese regions ni nyina within this month obia be hye ne diase na ye dwuma within 24 months eye bosume eye afe anamfie mienu no na chese esese ye civil works ni wie na one day efidie ebetintim na state of the art TVET center ya making ewo girls hostel ewo boys hostel
ni nyina
boys hostel girls hostel dining space sports facilities administration block workshops laboratories ni nyina campus ni nyina ewo bi nyame ya domo a ene planet 1 group chairman kasa eba Ghana ha.
Okay.
Osi but one financing na aye set. Ti nyame yadomo a bosumi mienu achi. Ye best start second phase.
Okay.
Second phase no so Western region e call Achiase Bogoso. Western North enso obi. Chese ese region bi enya mienu. Enti na ye 32 states of the art. Region bi abenya.
Ebe dada na wo ho no.
Ebe dada na wo ho no.
Hey. It's just investment e call technical and vocational training mu no anyagro.
A door so sing free SHS bam. Yes. Adan na ye we nyina.
Nanka maybe say.
Ghana ha emebunu doso. Africans emebunu doso. Sa emebunu doso a nema mienu na obenyemu baako. Sa wonhwe won yie ne won baye ye yanko obi ka chobos ye. Wotu ba bi kura na obeto ahye wo so. Anase meburu nyina benya dwuma ye titrupa ne insanu dwuma oye dwuma abrochiro dwuma Ghana ha na yenya ho mfaso wo yitu tax na kromu nso adwo and your friend dividend. Na ye pese ye mebunu no a ye mpanimfo nyina aka obia be hu TVET BB skill baako a obeye e de abo ne bra hwe ye nuanom a ye wo secondary school ne woni mutirebo no won kwa abrochire no tirebo do kra mu onye sika esen certificate na won de e call abrochire eno ne ne vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia vice president I salute o kan sem bi o say se no anya certificate na ya hwehwe o wiasim ha o ya skills na ya hwehwe enti sabre ya ye adwumaso se be ye na Ghana ha nyina no ufa baby a ubenya state of the art TVET center if it's a TVET ye wo wiasim ha no enye Ghana TVET na ye wiase nyina TVET if say ye aim ni say say ye TVET students ni graduates ni nyina no won ye globally competitive just say odin sanwe akonwa anasa ye wo kai mu apostry ma wo wi a na wo twa picture the two social media any ni obi beye wo Singapore and obi beye Malaysia and na Australia no and this sensunsuye bia beb if anything at all I say Ghana dey near better of maka we nyina wie no another project wa no so ye no stepwise I no so vasi Australia for and ye phase 1 President Kufuor Breso last 2 years ye commission phase 2 I no ye kwada so Methodist Sacred Heart Accra ha St. Joseph's Kwutafo and have technical I no so no ye expandi facilities e wo ye technical school already existing one workshops e wo ho ye auto mechanic ye sheets works and welding ye sanso ye computer hardware home economics enti ofa I no so phase 2 near 4 schools ye wie ya started phase 3 a eno so 6 schools na 6 schools no technical schools ye mienu na sectech so eye ensia sabre ade ba ko ye ne se sectech na ye jai ma ne technical aspects no nyina aye bibie wo ho no ye san so ye kenyan bio se ne beye na bofra no emre all nanim no career pathway no obetime decide say meko technical no vertical kopim nyame ani ana medu ba bia meko horizontal kakra ma shift to akoba bi foforo likewise one so 1 year one work grammar education now ofane e de ne say ye we nyine na ne Ghana ha so we study TVET with the TVET qualification framework no so we pese we fa industry a we branch ko industry so we pese we kwa academia so a ubetumi akwa kopme se ubeye unya first degree ubenya o masters ubeye o PhD no why lecturer so e bia na o ye plumber just say e ho na ye work expertise wo
bisa now ye electronic
na near Emma Yemano any bow who say as globally competitiveness in say. You register the 81st member of the World Skills International. And your co-world skill contest. Me no ka say na wotwi yentumi anko na wotwi early next week. Ya diga na forma echo contest e Namibia World Skills Africa. Ya ko enya gold medals mienu. And enya silver medals mienu. Nti when wonya gold any silver no on be call Shanghai, China. Ako World Skills International contest.
No yensa no adwom asuom ko danedi.
Oh, ko danedi.
In areas to say.
Areas to say bricklaying.
Sure.
Welding. Auto mechanic. Carpentry. Hairdressing. Catering.
Ni nyina amande omko.
The 14 skilled areas in the koi.
Ana bo ne yentimi nkanwi.
Because
baby I would catering say cra. A big issue, bricklaying in the construction industry. Enti adwuma ma kofa ba de aso pa na e bompaye say resources no dey about demonstrate say because adwuma no so na ba nso demonstrate say oye crowd say obe pumping resource because they wa kan kra no e doso me ji say na dey enkan yi
ko TVET dey say that 3 hours me nko a
ene me hwe de na di ama
enti wofa
ene ka enti na dey conclude my
wofa enti me dey ba wiye no ni a me sre ne say a teacher for a kire mana dey o TVET see the machine fufuro ba e say won so sesa wadwen
okay
ye de won nyina e training but say say mindset e wo TVET ho na ye kire me yakono cause abofra school di do adolescent o nti o teacher ne swag
yeah.
So teacher ni swag.
Yes, I will can teacher is about because say omo chire asmesia de ibi so I check often so carburetor no munim auto electrician for ni ade na omo wom no there's so omo so upgrade omo ho ntenten
teacher for ne say sabre mfidie na ba e be say we should humble ourselves to unlearn to learn new things. Nefe akenti apia minka Amstead, the university with the longest name. And when you training TVET teacher for to the highest level of Ghana.
Okay, I know Okumasi.
Okumasi. Yene mekaya ayeme any TVET yene VC din komo bebre 1 year a number of course e be a sandwich e be a distance e be asabe teacher for betumi nya short courses.
Yeah.
Now we can't appear in council modern equipment wo hon wofa.
E wo hemfa.
Old College of Education. What time so no?
Oh.
I don't know see a dime bebre aka ho na ye de aye akenti appear Minka University of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Amstead.
I see.
To ko hwa. Ofa. Mesi concrete kura wo ye no machine wo hwa e be hwe se concrete na ho odinnie enti se wo de ye lorry kwan a
yeah
yi trucker ni weight ti sei
and a
faso sa machine nyina bi ho
building industry the construction industry na amoma ho training there ye pawo
mesi wo fa
because the sika wom na se za ho tile laying and bebre omunim tiles to pop omunim ye ceiling omunim ya papa osi do anachia just say
it is a brady ni amesanso stre meburu ne se emre na ba polish your skills ne wodi ti ukuro kitu anim ho na wo ye adwuma ma obi a enye fe kura obi eni ho no etwem
osi da no achia no o plaster
na ne ya pa ne se pilesi ya tonwi on si keke na wachia no enti ya besre ye mebunu no kan no na ni positive atifo tiewu eni nti yenso ye ho se ye tiewu di a ya nyire ye ho no atwam medofo kentini wo ho na TVET na bo bebre sua bi wate wo de o certificate wo sua no so ka ho na mpanin se wusum body a wusum me kan say ya ofa medadofo nyina se TVET no bibia ye kan ye bia meka say president na Akufo-Addo say TVET ne be ma ohia abrase na mebunu menye dwuma nye enso abawiye or the industrialization agenda ba TVET for yan ne be dwuma wo mu suani ye the certificate papa accreditation ye ho dwuma sene enwuma horo wo Ghana ha nyina no ye benya Ghana fo aye dwuma wom na yanko fama no ne fo na wan sesa yetua won ka wan sesa nkonkrofo sika na wan fa sika no nko won kurom na ye sidi ne ntum rikan chesi amanfo sika yanto onda abusuafo we can say ya mede obi as bi chia be constituency fo bi chia be chairman alajo pass ene na executive nyina mi chia mi kunsu minim se onaye Mr. Andrews Oduro Opon ene mebusuafo nyina mede obi bia siganafo efe na dan Akufo-Addo me da se o ma me kwan se me education na me hwe TVET so na wodi bibia akade aba enu na amasa abre me kasa bitumi kasa ede me nsese se
de okran so aben
yehu Nyankopon onhyira obi bia me obi bia de ye
ya da so nabo gifty chum ampofo deputy minister of education in charge of TVET and MP Edema Abuakwa North Kokorantumi FM and I can Boiling Point 2T from Oman 107.1 FM Ash FM Ukman. Is there opportunity to know about technical education? Ne here papa Ghana 4 year numa 1D 1F a daya yesie niema horo aye hospital ahoro ayesi obehwe na China for in India for no and then minim Ghanaian road contractors bebre omo kokofa Indian and Chinese supervisors ni ade because omo na be adwuma ni ye foreman yes omo na super onhwe made na nchia onhwe mane nyese me time ayi ovana just before 2000 no in early 2000 a com center communication center adwuma was super yes I was into it na me realize yes so line say then na oko Ghana Telecom oko from so mo mama ya omo nyina go office wa krachefo no and I feel the phone na omo nim telephone baby ahoma ne hihye no ntimi repen nipa kakra bi me ka chimota area nyina e de kofa la pass so omo nya underground cable omo staff there friend na sape ubako dome anopa na obia wo ho wa be report to say wo line say na wo mo twan ko si say sape
no
ai sape ba na otena pick up otu ana ya tutu ye cars di ne okoha Kingsby koye ha no akoha how can you build a whole organization
around one person
yeah bebre ECG nom ni ade nkrofo bebre omdo omo atatra omo office bebre yi tech for ni enkanse bebre omo nim ade enu mu wase aboa fama technical for no mo nyem mo ko yanim over sima kakra be nko America na honorable Kennedy on Japan ewo ahoma no so ya na twe nkomo o America e interviews bebre na obeduru Ghana dia wona no oba be ka na Ghana ha but America hokra no wanya aka atumutu na news items e fa no ho de na nsan bibiri aba but ba ko e ba ya enya nwumre pese clarify ne comment bi a oye fa Sir John e branch motor land no e ba no I think say there was an MPP event ewa America ena obi eko kan anase obi sorry gina se all chirichiri mu Sir John eni Achimota Forest ne ensem no ho e ma se de ye no anwie yie honorable can sought to clarify and also a chire no story about bontin wo won say Sir John will cry na mu hu na mu ne me de mu hu a but creating the impression say ono no say wa fom sase bibiri afa is that really the case honorable can yam ajo hello honorable Yeah, Joso. Minim sa intro no utia, but minim sa emrenim. Aha. A dear enchiremu. Aha, dear enchiremu na opesa with the bebama. A man for at the pesa chenasi.
You made us Queen. Weekend, you call Cincinnati, Ohio. And MP for the tour back. We are saying beautiful question time. And what panelists are in this hour. And you'll be bizarre about Fair John and Sassing a whale and in reference to corruption. Jubilee and so to explain the other side by Iwa Obia anymore over the paper some and the status workers that we have to be very, very, very where you have social media, a group party, and much. Because yet trauma is for by force. Why that is that we are
Honorable, your line no hard dream, but your young as somehow can hear pa line no breaky, young Katina, Yansa, and Fro, Fofro. Why, Mr. S.I.E. Hello. Otianka. Okay, but your attempt to be I'm saying.
Yo, see, one more.
Bacho yan katina yan samfro yan katina yan zafro. Balling point 2 T for Oman 107.1 chief for Omanfm ye pese yete the all can say a idea here pa but na homa no chesi na homra ayi ko we na o kan ye o chese MPP4 ena program ase ena na or kasa ena no see bone. Unfortunately, no technology no. This is the phone na na mo fufu muntimi ye phone na ye the cable shape na ye the tiadia enyi and also NSA. So I must say some friends my food do ha ne board den adintina me broadcaster me de cable share me phone there I call enyi wanya ne sama na nyi me ya kra kama nto over say wo entity ho bi animu a why ya try say
yo
saba ma bomodin a yinya no clean enya me papa
said the menya transit na ye twen akom pre queen me fanchia ye nkrofo kakra na di kan ye polling station for fraye yi wo mu coordinators for fraye yi wo mu constituency any region for ye yi wo mu michia mu nyina me mo bia trinkwa na mon kaise ye yi mu no kire se asodie bi ne yede atom so adwumadin bi ene yede hye mo nsa se mo magina bran na mon kuma mo party se ne ebeya ye bedinkum kunim enye de ye kon bede da ho enye de ye pe bibie de wo ne mmom etu ho ache ne adwumaden a ye be ya ma party makana saa no mechia Clement uso entwe J ewo nyinahini Benjamin ewo atonsu Francis Kusi Japan ewo ofori krom Patricia Kwa owo Obuasi West michiao mam sewa atwimangwa bieja Emilia sewa bonsu mam sewa atwimangwa bieja north ena Elijah Kwakusafo so owo ayensuano michiamu nyina Cobra wo hyase no wo di ECG ene hyase na ECG nsem no ne kan kana esan se me de omo de ma kokko tempre no me minister ECG me e kokko tempre no na ye peniyie
ECG for the work.
Oh yes,
as minister
said decisions be ya take ba ko kra de say mako use a term grandfathered their conditions of service and no abayasem grandfathering your conditions of service meant to say mo conditions a wo ho se say no PDS for ba o muntimi ntache it will be grandfathered into the new contract carried over into tikwa pai into almost some kano ekana. But you see, the truth of the matter is that in the energy value chain, your distribution company is your weakest link. Ubetime a generation, ubetime a transmission. If your discos, your distribution companies, etosina de we obi just in the rare occasion to say Mahama time our generation collapse and no dear na sabi otwada ho na se generation koso na transmission koso so when your problems it comes from your disco distribution company and na was say ye ni ko ECG ho na omo hihye wo mo niam yie kwabra o can't ase anya adwuma na luckily for me no ECG managing director wo ho no engineer Boachi Apia oto no boase o dadin very calm person o ne kasa otie try so better was it. When you get it wrong, he will teach you. Obetimi a chirawo engineering no in such simple terms that wa onye engineer kra otiase. So no. Onye gidigidi obechirawo obeto no boase de omunye ni yie no ono abe admit say minister we de entwa yie. Yenye ni say ana de wo so wo kan abawo. So I had him as my ally. I did say near me. Say, wo kase. O say dum so. Any presso saba. It is because low voltage lines are a ECG from grid code to ECG no. Low voltage lines. Problems be brave. Problems be brave. So no. And as a wash lines ni biswa. These are lines that need repair. Okay. These are lines that need upgrading. How say OLV problem ba LV line so a low voltage line so this will be free. Skeda be ani so. Enti ECG 40 hono omu hunu from a console say line way from a beer na Panduri to Bintiri problem about line so. Somebody has to go call in and tell them. So
no, build the system.
Well, you see, say unye organization bia omuye comfortable. Changing their direction is difficult. Obiayo, I to say nkani GBC. And then the GBC has the best equipment in the country.
Yeah.
And so munyina mo bepa on because they were comfortable.
Yeah. The audience share just
so, they are comfortable. ECG because they are the only distribution company in a large part.
Yeah.
Because VR also were embedded generation no but by and large ECG ni Netco we discuss this distribution companies, so they got comfortable. They did not realize that no necessary also done. Say no for the past 5 years systems losses are 30.31%. And not saying say generation for no VRA one woman yina generate power demand Gridco na transmitter, so Gridco is the transmission company. Yeah, the power no Gridco they lose about 4-5%. So no, in
between VR and Gridco,
between the generators and Gridco, and no transmission companies, and no it's almost be technical losses. Technical losses ne de eba ne say mpempi no ubehwe no na heat and na congestion e wo line no so the engineers no free be throwback.
Okay.
Into throwback this year, they lose some of the power.
Okay.
Technical and in calculating prices near the end, we make provision for technical losses. ECG. So one more 100% power. They cannot account for 30%. I had to say there would be 100 pure water. Asuma will baby sa on cotton. Wa cotton wa befi. Or baya no this 70 scanner bro. Ajuana 30 no can was ya media minim. Ayiran system. And over the 5 years, you know, ECG DNA 8.9 billion cedis. 8.9 billion cedis losses. A year 1.2 billion US dollars. Ebi wo ha yankojiji. Ebi wo ha power theft, illegal connection no me ade.
Nancy was shocked some be can say enkrofo a omo twetwetwe enkane akọ kiosk ne container any unapproved structures mu a ewo mu a na bia assembly na akodwiragu anase bia ye be ya atomic kwan containers ne ade a ye be kwa akoyiyi ho nyina no ye keka ni nyina kambo mu a ekabo mu a eno kra no enya so bia ECG for omo nkoje.
Well, because sometimes communism meter it's not in their system. It's not in their customer service system.
But officer ka say ene sa wo permit na wo ko ECG officer as if say impossible nya bi just o ko si obi so atua sika no. How?
Sa de na friend Goro boys no enko ba bia o. Eye dan na Israel and Palestine. Israel na supply West Bank and the Gaza Strip electricity. A town from you know, and so Israel collects 100%. You know why? wo meter na ebo fie no ansa na power be fam no it goes through a diode they monitor it centrally so bill so na 2-3 days later it shuts on you don't get power this a wo ba haifa ana baby no wasan betua with penalty and son ya swama there is no way I will betimi a bypass or mo diode no to make an illegal connection meters no wo enya de foforo some of these meters have been in operation for 10 years this is Ghana so no near gumi legal connection no even street lights me wo na energy commission papa no Dr. The name escapes me. Okay, sir, minister. Street lights and Huka is over 400 million. It's so going.
Yeah, I did not be no.
There are systems, sir. They call it the fifth wire. Can be operated by ECG. Ubetime and say 6 p.m. The whole country, the system will turn the whole country on. But not at 100%. Luminosity, just say, and sun down 100%. 9 p.m. Now about full, now about bright. 3 a.m. now started dimming. Till it be 6 a.m. no doom. The whole country. Korea for the system be betraying. Street light, no. So what pointing in the wrong direction and so. I was say street to them. What turning and at an angle say show fear and so. And I was GPS numbering. Into what to free her at the Koboha and so. Yes, MP.
This is for some.
Oh, Kese, and to quiet con was I near me. Because you are putting sand in somebody's garden. So no. And but you see, say low voltage line issues. Say ECG and tackle. ECG and tackle. Cobra, asamu ebe ban.
Because I said yeah, I said. Ajani sa obian komo ayim.
Well, it's part politics and it's part institutional. They said they are making GBC. A true baby GBC won't be in common.
There be won't me.
You're more on chems. And net ECG. Nanka me a minister. Krobo Duma say, me sometimes I have to go to Somania. Because there's a me bill of my. And say, oh, minister, ne print to bill. You remember mistakes. And now me could just cut off. How say, we will chop money and we did that. Busumia so unkoji. Kwabenya. Behead 2 months will bill my. No more summa cobinum, no more cornea print ya mom. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And so we need an upgrade of what ECG is doing. So no. Because Sikatia, it is a wutu hinimuni. Wutu no any pruncio. Enti obia empesikatia sa. Nanso e wasiyeji. Na akwenua sawo wa. A my sign baby. Look, Florida, Dade County, or more computerized vehicles. HM no read meters. 3 miles radius, a be radio be a meter. Na read meter na print bill na at the same time. And to enroute sub destination, na bills are ready near load near check. Nyafe na we buy a to be punum na gate krama wo fie ho. No. Automated meter reading system. Saa nneɛma nyinaa wɔ hɔ na mehu hawa. Yɛnim saa nneɛma.
Yɛsa wo de ba ɛbɛgye obi aduane afiri ne nsam. Ɛma ne ntimi obi a because of obi a pap, obi a container bi. It's on say some of these things. Ya na ebia road construction. Ebi kura ya man e kwan o. No akoye si nkwanche baby. Obi filling station. Ebi kura si ye kwaya affect filling stations ni ade bebre.
Sir.
Ombekwa akoye si ho. Na ECG pani bi owo area. Ni ane na akwakoka. O mu ma ye power. Tambia ni akotua bibi kakrama. Ewo mu na ye ba be ye kwan no a. No atutu ne filling station. Onko no de ka be 2 million. Pani ni nanim. No afachire. No akoje 100,000. Wacheko wase fadia kanoko. Enti o kasa o kotoka ebe nante na aprinti obi am ompene.
Well, I was saying ye chi ye fi ye ni. Si ye pese ye ye dia. Se pese ye dia. The discos no distribution companies no. I was so mo show mo niema ye. Even transmission gridco. I was almost sure because we share lines ni bebrea. They are always congested. First, number SMP. Ubeshe na line na ye congested that we have to find the money to do what we have to do. And to cobra ECG for 7 day. Mekasa me can and high best mesa skojina court. Enti yanko the
Ovako. Kowasam so.
And so since someone now okay. As a film kakra. Me kan bibia MPB say it is time to outrightly ban return of state lands to alloidal owners. Article 26 of the Constitution is the basis for returning lands to alloidal own. Not only that, this is steeped, settled matter in law. And yet,
okay.
So no. In fact, there has been decisions, and a whole book. I mean, the book that I know, no, Justice Niama Ole, no, Principles of Customary Land Law in Ghana. My sister Diana abidim honaya nam so me kan kra. Ansa na state beba no. Na asase bi ani ho. State no nya asase no he.
Ase mi sha ni nyafa.
You see? Ansa na state beba no.
Oman no beba.
Yes. Na nkrofo wo ho a asase ye won de o. Na nkrofo wo ho a asase eye won dia na 1992 constitution no kra no it recognizes this it dia dance say the modes of acquisition of alloidal interest eye den na obi say menya asase yantami ye dia compulsory acquisition in the law abainti mikase mumu asase ni mijitum sa mumu asase ni na essence ye hia asase ni dia ye bibipa ama oman ni nyina no yaje near the executive instrument atoso but there's a caveat say someone fa nye de mo kan say mo de beyenti a ye jama mo no someone fa nya mo fu ya de emre emra no ho sa ebi so ho a conquest ebi no koji asase na wo koji asase nye se wo kon ya udi nkonim no ana na automatically asase ni e ya odia you say you must settle the land e wo se mutimi tena so and develop the land so okun asase yantam na uja ho kwa e ya odia obi so ba befa eno zo bio pioneer discoveries and settlement na yasoma bomofo bi ko wura mu no hu se sase yanta da asa Jericho die bi obia nti so
aso no fuso ne wo
no obebo hina mane se me call ewuram no say ni say na mako bia nipa bia ni so na no ohini timi tu nipa na dehye bi se monko transo occupy it and develop it na be yodia ebi so ha ye de che ensuta eko ware kumawu nsuta ko ware kumawu kumawu che nsase ma nsuta meboa se ahema no we no mu nidi so ye de ache eno so
ya tusu nsa na be ye ne dia
sa anase uto anase agreement bi ba se enti saa hyehyɛ nyina wo enti ansa na state beba no na sase no obi dia wo na state no oni asase apart from the ogifree obi ho na mrane se ojima sase na wanfa anye de ewo so wo de ya fma de mam na wo a na wo hwe constitution parliament hwe constitution wani tuem se tanka sini a wo hwe eyi ankurase utimi beka se saa de ne yentwa me emfa ma aloidal loans ne emfa ma hwan
asemisano
ene saa de a state and confiscate all the lands in Ghana asantin sase no on the restoration of the Confederacy 1932 to 1935 the Privy in Council made a determination say all the lands of Asante are vested in the Golden Stool and its occupants. Yes, assassin sase nyina no. A Golden Stool in sase. And the occupants of the Golden Stool. Enti se mrano dia she akonya no stool no ene ne ote Golden Stool no so a eden na wabagi asase no wan fa anye de wo so odi koye na fma de mamia na obetwa me po
aya buy de anti ebinum akofefa adakwadwom 2UC baby no basa kosi tadai ne niema tantai sana esiso
sansa sini nyina efri to premenu nkwanta na to premenu nkwanta ye golden tulip.
Okay.
That's the original name of Sasa. Eba ebesi Methodist Central Prisons. Why dear? Something in Sasa. Now, when the British defeated Ashanti in between 1894 and in 1901, and no say for whatever reasons, Sansa Sini Biwa or Muji to settle. Says I tied na Ashanti Kwasi.
Okay.
On Shanasi.
Yeah.
Enti sa areas, no. Enti na obesha ni na government development. So no.
Yeah.
Baby,
the kofa the nyame officers mayors
sa nyina eno no kwesi kokko je se me na me be di muso dia. Me so me ji nsasi. E de abombra.
Okay.
Enti Methodist Church baby esi say na hona Sante Sumansi. That was the as grove. Na kwesko ko de Methodist Church say yen nyame no wadi muso nkoni. Enti sa wo hwe ehọ a na ehọ ne pampa so. Prisons.
Yeah.
Methodist Church. Baby military hwan.
Yeah.
Ehọ nyina ye pampa so.
Hoya pampa so am.
Na ehọ ena ye die Asante amamre ene amamu. Ehọ na ye si hene kura ho na ye de ko nyamenhia so no na saa nneɛma nyina atwa mu awie sofo la mo kan sɛ ɔmo de yɛ barracks dɔma ebetwa mu akɔ baabi ɔmo wɔ sesei no ɛhɔ na asante de ma ɔmo tenaeɛ dɔma ɔmo firi akwamu ɛbɛsena akɔ no ɛbɛsena akɔ sa ɛwɔ baabi ɔmo wɔ sesei no ɛhɔ ɛna sante hene sofo line area hɔ na ɔde ma ɔmo ɛtenaeɛ enti ɛdan na ɔgyina saase a esukɔ noma bi tena baabi sɛ ɔmpene in fact it is on record say every region abaji nsase de yɛ mpuntudwuma na ɔde yɛ mpuntudwuma no anaa wanya amfa nyɛ mpuntudwuma no a yɛde nkurɔfoɔ asase ma ɔmo nungwa ɛyi ni bubui kakai major ɛne koyelis no yɛma ɔmo 6,000 hectares ɔmo nsase no efiri nungwa hwa kosi
betwem or spintex
dabi we dey me say who call dodo aside ho
okay
ebi o masase amomo na de ni obi de de manu a eno so be yasem se sansemi dabi a ye be call election no Garlands nsem sorry gama shipon gama noni na the 1950s na de bo akanfo akutia dabi gama shipon gama noni chese nkran sase no nkranfo dia no in fact almost for more association bi your friend Ganshifu Mokpe means Gan Owners Land Owners Association. Say boy ngbewo ahoho abeji asase nti yeji ensase. Enti nye nene hyase. Nye nene hyase. Na ye kwa election bia na enkrofo bi akofunya mu. Na tete nsem nyina ye wura fi. Ne asan kopija. Nkran sase bɛn na aban bi agye a wantua the law says say yɛ de asase ne mawa compensation a ugye ye no you refund it it's in the law ɛso no sɛ mo se yɛgye mo gye asase yɛgye sika sei na mo de asase ne man yɛn a sika a mutua man yɛn no enie mo mfe asase man yɛn. There is not a single instance in this country that transaction encores. Pumpuni, uko Western Regional.
Yeah,
Pumpuni. A buying G the refinery. A hunsem chu. Ye koji asase for petroleum hub. Ewo Jomoro. Akwebia sorry say he's the king of Nzemas. Kayenti bida. Kobra, let us up a perpetual me. I feel crab me kind of me home. Udru page 20 now, baby.
Just a tran or
tro. Into their home tear now, they are two baby. A drew baby nam son, no threatening at nam son, let us in our command national security. Say, a simesi, BB Gigino, deal with him. And also, Nasas and the man says, nyina ye ne dia. Enti, me and see a you Sanse me a woho. But the minute you begin to politicize it, you are hitting the heads of different tribes against each other. So, no.
Now, should it take Rashid Purple? And now, kwa attack. Otumfo over. Na sase wokmas. Efa won bay.
Ade na osina sase bia yira na.
Osi ndisi mpene.
Rashid. Oya madam fupa. Pelpo. Osena asase bia yira na.
Me say what say?
Na asase enye
Manase Azuri atro say. Yes, yeah, the Sasibi government land. What government land?
Government near.
Oh, there's Sasi free in a buy.
Government, you see, the same. Make I say time be many Presby Church in ya ntokwebi wo krobo. Baby ayen yetini for Christian quarters. Those days, no. One more omuji Christo sum etum na my great grandfather okaho. Nene akpo. O ni nuanum angmo ni angmo tenum. Ti ye tu titio epam won. Efri ajiputakpe mo ba. Omo na kofa Presby bae. Mo bae no so no ohene no ama mo baabi atena. So no. Echiwade bia enka yenye wo krum no. Mama ho kwan me ye wo. Nanu ye wo ha omo si e metua land rent na wa wentua na yebetua agi asase no. Enam be he. Na mumu free basel basase be na ho de bae. Mo free basel.
Switzerland.
Mo ba no. Asase be na mo de be na asase no ship be na mo de to mu a. Mo de beduru ha. Mo ba bia mo ba bia tra. Na sefo no ena mo bedi ani. Enam se entua. Ena bo kedi o mu jem. So no. State in near sase because the state came after the sub-states. Asante wo ho, Mampurugu wo ho, Gonja wo ho, Talensi ne frafra. Omu nyina wo ho ansana. Wala no omu watendana. Omu hwa omu asase so. Ansana state ba. And state say asase no mami binfa nyade. They become state lands. So at the crown manya mfa anya jewade. Enti the state any asani e pen dia. Then we should pass a law to say asase bia e dagana hano. State are confiscated. And they're not communism. All because you see the land is your primary asset for production. Sasadia. Yanka say state a gigan sasini nyinara. A loyal on a biennial. A free necro. Nanki yensha semu bisigana. So no. Sasana Nigeria. Na Lagos na say penny for here and Oman capital so any Abuja the Lagos in our colonial times na capital was Cape Coast. The capital of the colony was Cape Coast. And no who's hey any year bakra and a Cape Coast could dia money. So no. Enti say be Kansas sem na ya nkan yia.
Yeah.
Trouble said de be bagana no. Rashid Pemfu ebeto wo be biaute. None of us will escape it. Yan kanu nyansa kwan so.
That is the word. Nyansa. Now what is this arrogance? So be fi say ono do otimi kan bo asem e kire obia because be onye no kromo hene ana he's perceive no say na ni bre ade and it's difficult because one can make one mind me maami koko baby a esi kwaye dasu nyina eye kwaye brentuo pa eno nana misan maami no mo pe wo ma ne ade a omu bura mu ekotwa wo ma ene bia ompeso mo sine wadro ani ade a ye wura mu ye wo enhoma ye de chichire
yes ntampe homa
yes ntampe homa nom ne ade omu wura mu ekokokotwa sa kwaye ni nyina no abaya giafa ye frɛ no ayi Sofia say a forest reserve
aye
so
say ho na digya no monnom ne
kakraka thousands look, and to Tiakra Hana would say, as Mimi Kromu, hundreds of thousands of acres of land. And a bayaji, and then you did duatic. Now and cry duatic. Now and cry duatic. And then you did be a duatica. You tried the diabetes support when you can hear a wolf. Now say, Mimi Kromu, Mimi Kukrabas, as a yas. And so bayaji.
Volta Damo is seeing. Omo Muluso asase pa ye krachifo. They lost vast lands. Akonsiase.
But of our can crown so kwamai kuma.
Say a from plains side hono. But omo se konsiase pa ye krachifo. Bisa se krachifo electricity no mobi. I didn't know Moon can say, Yena, damn, not for your assassinity. Or say,
some crumb cast and cania bo crack or muntia.
Any a crop of
Anka Apple near degenerate, Akoso Modia can crofa as a seminary. Oh, and can crofa better and crankoma, carry.
You see,
can so can our gun
a chrome hano.
Meaning beatitude or more.
A chrome hano. Yam fa abutre.
Any boo,
any boo, young fankayan
arrogance and everything.
So, no, a dear wouldn't say no cray. But would they becca a put up or be a coma?
Yeah,
a more time be a ban. And no may also 18 Senate there is a lot of constitution case law and yet a fay and a sukonu maybe. Ebetran baby aka bibi akire se sa na mo pene dia ene Ghana lands nyinara yan confiscated to the state ni yan hu se a loyal owner bi ani ho aye this sase bi common ni nyina reduce it to zero no bi ate ne kwemu na nka obehu nsam a enkembesi hwe esreso Palestine ni Israel cry. Desert, look at how they are fighting over it. Gaza Strip. Look at how they are fighting over it. Get your facts right. So no. And the tone and the language.
NDC is against the release of land to Otumfo. Who bondok?
Otumfo
Kwajas and NDC as a political party. And now MP now MP now
Nipa all can stand I don't see Sasi Biaira.
Asase ayra Kumase ne ye pe no.
Etina me bi sase. Etina e bia da Sasi Biaira. Etina
ofi se Otumfo demand asase just or no Rachid Pepo any NDC peneso. And Sani the Otumfo. That is the arrogance that they have. That idea here, and I make cancer a back a crown of a beer. Wow, banners and person to the Kofi Jobi said, Dabby, young vote, be and Peso, or friend are winning. He thinks he has that right.
Well, media, it's the unity of this country.
And the unity so what shall Casa Mu
and I make say the unity of this
because
country.
Your baby what trial I want no what's that?
Oh, the unity of this country is paramount.
Statement will be
I don't know what's a determined
in their tracks.
I don't know what's a young Casa ni did to your home for. Ne guide ye Casa any ye ni any ubua. Sabi obu de ubu akoda kra enhyira ma wo nankam pese wo panyini enti mumye nyai sa keka na wo akoka wo ha na ye nyina obia ya agiman yo Ghana obia ya agiman obia timi kan bo so asem nanso esan se kasa bi ene ne ye bi e de oyene ene dedeba no no atwe ho afiri ho kwabra the last one ya to abana to ato ye wie polling station ye polling station dede buy no ansani electoral area constituency ya to ni nyina wie ya beto region ya beto national na afutuo a medema MPP all the time ebi a yentie but me sense so any say die obeye so ye party ba die wobeye ana die wobeka bia emanumunyam ema party no ho no menka menye bisa ho se MPP yeti ekuo no edie na ye wo fe wo ho eye wo nika wo ho ema wo kan se me de bembe dom sa koi u answer sa question na then bisa ho se sa niema no eda wo ho ana se da wo ho a ye momode ni enhyemu kena se ni ho so a na kire se ya bibia hwere ye ni ye ni yesu ni ye ban bi ama ya de pa bi ahwere onsa ye nyina ye pempen so na kro se ye san ye chi akofa look niema bi wo ho a akoso in our electoral process entwa yi enye yensu ene ye ban mesre omo akofa sa de na ba no wo mo fa nko ba bi omfudi free bae enye MPP so bae uba sua de ema MPP ye akono ema ye ho eye hwama enti ubedom yen ya anye ne saa de besia ne se abaga na se we num ni wo ma afo de dukadaya sabin preduasa niema ye kasetia NDC nyina ene uhu bi wo MPP niema ye to aba obitimi tam ballot box internal election adai
kwai
adai na ye de su no ye internal elections na honorable deputy minister eka fache se ye ka se obi mfancha na kire se de ofum no waje ne mfunso ato nyankopon ofum no na wanu ho o fancha oda entine yesi se jaye enyaye a jaika onyaika enti ye nyina fa nkwa adwendwen mu se niema etwep ya etwep amoaye no yenyaye Kobra from August 1992 aye koto aba ewo Legon eyi ya kendifo donu brenu nyina no the situation is getting worse abatu obia enkoyeti se Legon 1992 aye yi darocha num aye yi Professor Dubois 1121 votes, Janice Selby 345 votes, J. Kufuor 326 votes, Dr. Kwamsa Ford 149 votes, Dr. Addison 32, J. Kodia 9 votes. Yes, lawyer. Total of 19 votes. Peaceful election. A free sad time no. There be a standard no a buffer. Yanfantu yahufu. Because you see, Niama a woyemu as MPP a me buone a dobi baye hono. Ya shri sa niama no ni kwete say yafo a. Obi ko to aba baka se na se we no nyina adikuru ya aduka daya enti mitimi kata mani etumo obia rather than why enna mi wo gidie se obetimi aye niye so no Debbie me ba studio me can say me say yen nyina ya ade hye akonwa no ebia ayi ya konhwea wo ho ama bedu fiefo wo ho ɛna ebia friend say ya amoa ɛso obia di akonwa no bi yeye ensu bɛhwɛ no akonwa no kodi ya amoa fi a and troubles a backroom on and yet troubles ketwa but ekodi ya konhwea fi a nkosoɔ ne ade ɛwɔ su ɛne ban bi a ya konhweafoɔ no wɔ enti me ɛma ɛbasa ɛma nyame hyira so ɛma wɔn na sɛ miɛnsa ne nyinaa su kɔyɛ sɛ ya amoa ɛkɔyɛ na yɛ bae enti sɛ MPP sɛ nyame hyira yɛn na yɛtimi akyekyere yɛkuo no a values bi ɛwɔ uye mu ɛma Ghana fo timi hu sɛ MPP fo na ɛkɔi so no ɛno no ɛyɛ nhyira ma yɛ mekae sɛ yɛwɔ second yɛ call form 1 na those days in there was we identify school okope ɛna Omanfm either about tire now about school bell red and black ɛna a disco so omo black and white ɛna yɛne a few friends a disco ya mixing na you see town you drew master rickets fee ho Johnso de nipa ba ko so ko Johnso ye nyina se Johnso de ye gina ho Johnso master rickets teta okura kid hey boys come here and bro for the dead who jani yenye and no separate a disco for no efri Omanfm for and ye nan kokom and you down Omanfm for no dry nan kokom sa there 3 or 4 of us and no say uncle yes a disco for I say hey you are from Omanfm I expect better from you and what to sanchi baby also one what to sanchi baby I don't expect this from Omanfm boys. That's why I have caned you. What the message he was sending us was that we have come into an environment, a culture, a yasunko. Intime anko yesa yafo. Eno na MPP for me pese ye di 2 year trim. Na ye su ne ye ban ede di ma ye ho. Enko yese ye sha ase a na nipa de won dwedie ne won koma party no. Dem di baby asense MPP ni bia wo sori anopa bisa ho se ugidie ne sei. Wo ye MPP ni a ugidie ne sei. Wo hu ugidie a enne be kire wo su ene ban e wo so obo. Damos.
Edasi Owura Boache Aja former energy minister, former campaign manager, former policy advisor, and now presidential aspirant. There be on your former future so Yakwanim na Musa Superior or also organ for MPP general secretary position or ha yenano ebeto ankoma so Boiling Point Oman 107.1 FM Ash FM ewo Kumasi yano ape radler eye lemon flavored refreshing alcoholic beverage ewo kan munyunyunyu mu dedede DB Colas Enterprise and a diaba Kumasi Omo number enie 0209 646533 Accra so obefre 0200 111 101 why na sa ede am a dependable herbal home omo onro so wonsaka adom malaki o mixer o malaria nyina etwetwa adom Q plus capsule sa wo koko ana ayim team constipation adura wunim obenum ebeboa wo papa na dom natural man capsule emema muhiamwa ewo mpemo de no eboa ye good for vitality, stamina, vigor, ɛna ɛbɛkill premature ejaculation so ɛdeɛ free adom ladies care capsule ɛne ne mix adeɛ ɛma ɛna de siesie wɔn ɛho ɛnɛ no mmerɛkɔ animu yɛpɛ baabi a wokɔyɛ event a wose aha deɛ hot aha yɛ nice Stone View Event Center ɛne ɛkamfo ama wɔ East Legon Irata Hotel ɛkyi ha yi a woduro Ponglo Jansho ayɛ sɛ w'ani kyerɛ East Legon ha na wafa right ɛkɔ a wobɛhu Stone View Event Center yɛayɛ ne fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ wopɛ sɛ wokɔ hɔ na moyɛ group mode hɔ kɔyɛ party kɔyɛ wedding reception bibi reception papa end of year party bibia mobɛtumi akɔgye hɔ na mode ɛyɛ ɛbɛtumi asete up to 350 people wokɔyɛ birthday party papa bi ɛhɔ na wobɛkɔ swimming pool saa wɔ hɔ na mo ahyehyɛ nkonnwa wɔ ho ɛne ade nyinaa afei restaurant wɔ hɔ a moyɛ continental Chinese ɛne local cuisines nso bamboo restaurant amfo nyina anim hɔ na ɔyɛ kɔ a bɛnya aduane papapaa nso so ɛdi memfa numbers ma yɛ a wafrɛ na ɔnso so wafa hɔ 0302 985617 0302 985617 ɛna 0540 676393 metimbiam 0540 676093 0540 676093 Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and so at Stoneview Accra, at Stoneview Accra, and at www.stoneviewghana.com. And no one to come when you baby partner for private meetings, Airbnb now, Ubenya baby. Now, what that JK stationery or more at the stationery, papa, any exercise books, afe. And near man cried this dear. Just a more stationery store there. I want to some economical to near my brand exercise books and in I don't know, and Taraj products. Memfa or my number amount 0540 125999 0540 125999 and a 0593 811088 and a 0246 396277 JK Industries and Investment Limited. Everything to do. Everything just a bibia obeyano with the paper and a bayer. Bibia here now the paper idea and hona beshe a day my catch us a yak of Franco Trading Enterprise. Na apart from original phones and accessories, no ubesa enya. Tabletop fridges, when ya flat screen TV, now when ya air conditioners and then ya branded of Franco, now come on to so when ya be ato. Na MPP, as I say, or more we constituency elections, we regional, national, nebeba. Into say drew national dia, nine excess, almost Jom Hoodie, almost wait. Those who have something to offer, maybe a drono and ye cragro and baby ya nemum so whom say umudu na unya baby pa ubitimi aye ede abua party no Musa Spiria nkrofo a omotu omho asi ho say onya the chief executive position of the party obedi. It's such an important position. And as I said, party mano and a Ghana for so it minya akwenya etim. Musa, a design.
Bra. Good evening.
Good evening. Long time.
Yes, Bojuma.
Oh, Bojuma. Nah, the last time I tell Ganasi in him say first time there now what your time and
yes.
na afei deɛ wayi w'anim sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔbɛgye national position, but national position nyɛ any other position than the chief executive of the party. Nti bubusa sɛ na Musa Superior, who is he in MPP?
Okay.
Track record.
First of all, I mean, chair your party for especially your polling station executives and the electoral area coordinators and constituency executives, and of course, recently elected regional executives. Musa Superior and the MPP relationship there at days back the early 1990s. Time I started Dankwa Buzia Club. In fact, those days now very, very, very difficult to work for a political party apart from the NDC. Of course, it was PNDC then. Now Rawlings was a very brutal dictator, with a very huge iron fist and sharp eyes. Now Obia all contradicting the Rawlings spare and now the all cano. Now you're gonna find yourself in jail. So Buzia Dankwa so a product of the Progress Party. Now, Progress Party, say elections in 1979. Now, Asama Progress Party, so the party got divided into two, the PFP and the UNC. And because of that, the Buzia Dankwa tradition, you failed very, very sadly to win the 1979 elections because of divisions. So moving forward, dictatorship around the world, the international community, the World Bank, the United Nations, and the IMF, now they were encouraging all dictatorships around the country to democratize. And because of that, Jerry Rawlings not only option at that time, because he knew, he was going to be left alone if he didn't agree to allow Binyamin Kabi government, and on the basis of that, also initiate a process. Nasa process manu for me Eagle Club and the Buzia Dankwa Club. So you regroup here both the PFP and the UNC leadership almost system more regroup here, and the argument was that look, this year there, let's bring back the proper UP tradition, the Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition back fully. So you agree here, and on the basis of that, Tikrono Dankwa Buzia Club in preparation for the 1992 elections. Rawlings Sukreti Club B, Eagle Club. So Eagle Club now it was also preparing to form a political party, because now Rawlings special on forming two parties. So you remember that there was Eagle Club, DPP, and NDC. Yeah. Now three parties were from the NDC, but now there were one club. So our club no metamorphose a change into MPP, and by 28th of July 1992, the MPP was inaugurated, and I'm delighted to say. My senior colleague, the former Minister of Energy, were enumerating how we got our presidential candidate chosen in August. Now a very, very, very competitive election. So you choose a candidate in August. The party was inaugurated on the 28th of July. August, you choose Professor Dubois to become a running mate. In fact, the then leader of the Buzia Dankwa Club, Ewa Tamale, R.I. Alasan lawyer, R.I. Alasan. No, or Danny President Professor Dubois, his running mate. So your co-election, in fact, election, it is the biggest political mobilization ever by the MPP since 1992. Even up to now, I am mobilizing a type, because remember, from August, in fact, from July, that the party was inaugurated. You to see a candidate in August, and by December, you co-election without no structures. Remember, Buzia Dankwa, now a organization in the quiet, because Rawlings was watching us. Yeah. But all through same, yet me we need our election. Unfortunately, Rawlings stole it from us, because now a very difficult person, very, very brutal person. You were either going to be killed and are thrown into jail. So that time, at the age of 21, I mean the youngest member of the Buzia Dankwa Club, Ewa Tamale. So we kept on. In 2000, the Buzia Danko tradition won your first election of the Fourth Republic. Now, we kept playing. Those days, no radio stations, near Bibre, television, near Bibre. In fact, in 1992, I think we had GBC radio and GBC TV.
Yeah.
So those days, now grassroots communication. A number of people they don't understand what grassroots communication is. Those days, now call in the night. Smaller meetings in communities all over the country. Now, advocacy groups for the grassroots communication in parts of northern region and upper region. Bossa Jumano. That was the time we had people like Alaji Muru Salifu, Alaji COP, Alaji Sadi. Now I'm lead Ajia Mariama Sampaga in the north. Now I'm lead this organization in the north. So moving forward, in 2000, yes, I struggled to get a job in the Kufuor's government, but unfortunately, I couldn't find one. So me call London, and then me call London. The first thing, my second day in London, me joining the MPP UK branch. People like Amprichu Sapon, Marlon Anipa, the late Marlon Anipa, your very good friend. And Atta Krofi, Michael Ansa. Now I'm in London. Eugene Ahin, former Deputy Minister of Works and Housing. So we joining here. Bojumasa, Bojumasa until we decided say in 2005, we be contested for national organizer of the MPP. So 2005, me, Lord Comey, any Alaji Bamba, former Deputy Minister of Presidential Affairs. In fact, Emrebe Okodani, national organizer, Alaji Bamba, yes. So you call Congress Ewa Legon in Accra. Lord Comey winnie, but all the same because of
at N block.
Yes, that's correct. All the same because of your dedication and commitment to the MPP. We kept working really hard. Meanwhile, say you move backward, you realize there was now a crew in 1996, between 1996 and 2000, a friend of Young Elephants Club. In fact, there was one man who claimed he was the founder, but he was brought to order by the national leadership of the party. Then said, no, Musa Superior founded a Young Elephants Club. So, I found the Young Elephant, and it was an advocacy group for the MPP all over the country. So in 2011, we contested for MPP parliamentary primaries, Tamale Central. Okay. So we need. I went close by 70% of the votes. In fact, that was the first time Obia contested election. He was abroad. Now me was London. We contested his election via Skype. Me camping in army via Skype. And then delegates me a little over 70% of our votes. Then 2012 me represent the MPP in the parliamentary elections. Unfortunately, the tyranny of Tamale, the stronghold of the NDC. So Inusa Fuseni, former Minister of Roads and former Minister of Lands and Forestry then, Winnie. So basically, we kept moving on until 2014. Kobneje Japan appointed me to become the special assistant at the party headquarters. And then by the close of 2015, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, then candidate Akufo-Addo, appointed me to become the senior campaign aide. So meaning Akufo-Addo and a few skeletal group, Eugene Ahin, Asen Sobuachi, Abujina, Paul Mustafa Hamid, and the rest are in the whole country campaigning for Akufo-Addo in 2016. And then, God willing, the sweet super victory in 2016, Akufo-Addo forming the government in 2017. And posted me to Tamale, Tamale. So between 2017 and 2020, I'm mayor of Tamale. And then another election in 2020, and this time, so our super sweet win, not I need to pour abysmal win, unfortunately, but we need, and then I'm a Bojuma Forestry Commission as the Deputy Chief Executive Officer. So briefly, this is just the relationship between Musa Superior and the MPP. But say in detail about the kinds of Juma Mabo in MPP. I'm sure say time no my chance. Yes.
And now me say once I would decide say Umaye General Secretary, now what take a lot into consideration.
Absolutely.
The tasks before you.
Yes.
The challenges in the party now.
Yeah.
And how opese obe tackle your vision for the party. I don't know bit me a teal for Ashe.
Yeah, you know, like you said, no, enya Juma that anybody can just play with. I say I won't think it through. In fact, it took me 1 year to think through and to analyze the situation and see, say, no, this time, no. I say I am moving forward to see, say, Juma, no. I mean, it can change roles. Now, yeah, party, lot of issues in their party in terms of understanding the nature of their party and the structure of their party, and of course, the behavior of their grassroots. When who say, party, even though in power, and the government of Akufo-Addo is delivering on all the promises. Yeah, manifesto promise in 2016. All the key items on the promise, even though very, very difficult decisions, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo succeeded in implementing them. The NDC can do their propaganda because they are very smart at it. Akufo-Addo was firm and said, look, free senior high school is something that can change, redefine a country. So he was firm and he's moving on. He's continuing that policy, planting for food and jobs, doing the industrialization agenda for Ghana. Now, Argentina, the government is delivering so excellently, and yet a party is going down the ground. And I tell you, I give an example. Who cut around the country, you will understand that MPP executives, they're struggling. Now, Yemi Ahreho, is that the right word? I feel Yemi Ahreho say a party are forming government is delivering. Yet the leadership of the party, they failed so miserably to prepare a planner, empower the party people. 61% of MPP, the last executives, according to survey me conducted here, in fact, through a very credible survey firm in Ghana, it says 61% of your last executive, it was not meaningful, and now most of them need Juma. Now, say who are party now 61% of your middle officers, because middle officers, normally core officers, normally lead the party in all the 275 constituencies in Ghana.
Okay,
and
so you are not referring to the national executive?
No, currently the middle officers.
Okay.
Normally lead all the 275 constituencies in Ghana, and yet need Juma meaningful work and employment. Now say only Juma and employment. It means that you have become irrelevant in the society. It means that only in psychology I have social authority and social power. Because Obia Obetima organize effectively our community. You should have some reasonable social power. Social power is you should have a job. Say people should look up to you for help, if they are in trouble and things like that. But unfortunately, 61% of our party people didn't have it. They bear it. They say, "Oh, you can organize it. You can yes. Now, say see as our word. I think that is being overused, and that word can no longer be relevant in strategic thinking in organization. So our word replaces our word with empowerment. You've got to empower the people. The moment you empower Nipanwa organization automatically.
Okay. Because
who take strategic decisions to do A, B, C, D, R. So A, B, C, no, ultimately implement A, B, C, no, if you don't have logistics and any plans. So you realize that the direction, supervision, any logistical support and be free from the national ABBA form, there's a failure there. So who said there's a deficiency in the structural management of the party. And it was on the basis of that, Cecia, when who said there's a lot of despondency, any apathy in the MPP or Biakasa. Now we know it is not good for our government, because a government, is one of the best government in sub-Saharan Africa. And we are best managers of the economy than the NDC at any point in time. But because there's so much apathy, a dorsal in the party, affected government, and a responsibility of your national officers to be able to design policies to empower them. That's number one. Number two, your party, if you call around the country, ma visit 103 constituencies since December 14th. And in 13 regions. In fact, as I say, we Greater Accra 5 constituencies today. You started Greater Accra Regional Tour 5 constituencies today. Who your offices are? It's sad. Say a party like MPP, a party as I said in government, the BJ Darucha party, the Alajete party, the party of Nanado Denko Kufuado. Your offices are. It's sad.
Some have good offices.
Yes, in fact, on the basis of the fact that some individuals, such as MPs, or more initiative, the MPs are not supposed to build offices. The headquarters of the party, MTN, Omuwo headquarters, Accra, how do they build offices around the country? Omanfm, so who decided to create offices in the regions? Who builds this? It's Omanfm. And yeah, Kwabna, who is an employee of Omanfm. That is what I'm taking. That we should have a global view of what management strategy, so that to me plan it and make sure that we build offices in our places. In fact, in these offices, in these smaller offices, no more lucky basic office equipments such as computers, any printers. Now, bisa a number of secretaries, almost say, almost letters in the internet cafe. Now, I'm telling you, this is serious. In fact, this is very, very serious.
Really?
Yes, MPP information is being typed in the public and printed. Now, who do you letter call internet cafe? Who we are? The person can present say agility. Now, say one check it very, very well. Letter one, because it go into the recycling bin and you feel that the letter is been deleted. The moment you leave the scene, the person can get the letter back. When you look at the way our research officers here, Mama Bisa research officers. When was the last time each constituency research officer has conducted research on an issue in their constituency? Zero. Currently, as we speak, there hasn't been any research conducted by the national headquarters of their party as to how we are not doing well in a particular area and why we did so well in a particular area.
Into the name research officer, what is it for?
Absolutely, for me, mind-boggling, because say by now we should know why we in the Volta region, for example, how come that for a very long time, because Volta should be synonymous to MPP. I mean, look at the people like S.J. Anton, people like Modest Palu, Fremamu from the Togoland Congress and the Law Youth Organization. They were almost fighting the British rule and came together with the UP, Ibuza Dongo tradition to form the UP party. Now, for a very long time, who say the Volta region has been difficult for the MPP and things like that. Currently, no MPP person knows why the Volta region is hostile to MPP. And if you want to link it to Jerry, then Jerry's reign has been long. Now, there should be some other reasons, because you call Volta region, we saw the excitement and the enthusiasm of the MPP people. That are mama, party. So there should be some kind of research going on in the region to be able to determine, say, this is the reason and that is the reason. Why in the northern region, the research should be able to do that. How come that we have got a weaker communications directorate now? We should be able to find out. Communications and research officers. Only the party are even smartphones on a laptop to conduct research is to communicate. Now, I say only smartphone now, laptop with internet support. Now, I didn't know about communicate well. Now, if you come to the studio with your street mind, free thinking, communication mind, the NDC panelist is likely to defeat you. Now, when you know issues for the party, issues of welfare, as we speak, the party welfare plan, you cannot. A voluntary organization, amount for Bibria joining this party, they are not being paid. Mama party, no. Yet you don't have a welfare plan for our vulnerable people. Amount for people become sick. A fear constituency in the western region. The chairman of their party, Bojumama party, for 30 years, the man is down with stroke. Now, Bisano several times, what is happening? Has the party helped you? He said no. Ahanta West, somebody's leg was cut completely. He didn't get no support from their party. A lot of polling station officers are more Bojuma party, almost school fees. Now, these are all things that I totally disagree. It is bad management, now a very irresponsible and reckless management. So I'm thinking, say, me as General Secretary, we have to push all this through to the steering committee, National Steering Committee, to have a holistic discussion about how to me forming welfare this thing for the party. So we're thinking a number of figures are coming up, and I'm thinking starting with even 1 million Ghana cedis welfare fund. It's not a lot of money, but starting BBI exists. Yeah, you don't complicate it. You start it very slowly so that you can get 1 million Ghana. Who divided by 275 constituency. It means our constituency be like 3,500 to open a brand new welfare account. And then the steering committee will take a decision and make sure that all government officials, ministers of state, deputy ministers of state, MMDCs, ambassadors, deputy ambassadors, CEOs, any deputies, so the steering committee can take a decision, say each person should pay like 2,000 cedis per month into the welfare fund, big money, so that every month it shares by 275. It means that substantial amount of money every month will go into welfare so that you see to look after vulnerable people. It is on the basis of this that party people will have reason to work for this party. Now, a party for Juma, and at the end of the day, they feel disregarded and abandoned. And yeah, easy. So thousands of people of this party Omar decided to be passive. They've passively left the party, now waiting to see what is going to happen. And that's why I say, our mantra, we are breaking the 8. Of course, I don't have a problem when people sing this song, but Omo jumpy the gun. You don't break the 8 with a very weak party. I say, we got to come back.
In your opinion, the party is not strong.
Absolutely.
Now.
I mean, and it is the opinion of a lot of people, especially if you go into the countryside. The kinds of stories are on and good at all. So jumping the gun is not going to help us. Let's say and look it back and see all the structures of the party, we put them in place and make sure that the party is stronger, so that it may start the reorganization. In fact, the second phase of the reorganization exercise after the national elections are in July, on the 16th of July. So these are all issues of empowerment. No empowerment plan. 5 years in government, no empowerment plan. Government delivering policies are a very good policy for over 30.8 million Ghanaians. Infrastructure, international diplomacy, security issues. Akufo-Addo and his government are on top of issues. Yet our party people seem to be completely far away from these things. So where is the empowerment plan? So the Musa Superior agenda for General Secretary, my key priority is to roll out an empowerment plan for the party. That is why for the first time I'll be suggesting a creation of business development unity, similar to the Black economic empowerment policy of Nelson Mandela in the early 1990s of free prison buy. Now, or really they said the ANC was disintegrated. Obisa, why is it that the ANC is getting bad? Mokashon said the ANC is broke, people don't work. He found money and made sure that all ANC activists were giving some money to start a business. And today, people like Cyril Ramaphosa, president of South Africa today, in the first business capital, he got it from the ANC. And my information is that he's a leading shareholder of MTM today. And that is the way a modern party should behave. So you have created the business development unit. And our business development unit be making sure we find resources and support officers in particular. Officers, because to me support officers no well be cascaded down.
You might be tempted to dig your hands to national coffers and just to give to your party.
A general secretary should be the chief lobbyist. Lobbying to get jobs for a party people cannot be a crime. And I won't apologize for that.
Okay.
I have to be chief lobbyist. If I have to say I mean co-president or chief of staff and get jobs for our people, I'll do that. Because look, this is a competition of political parties. The NDC will do that. So as General Secretary, one of my key priorities is to make sure that I'm available and make sure that I lobby. Even if I get all government jobs for our party people, so be it. And that is the way we should operate the party, so that it may empower party people. Going forward in 2024, election. If you then incentivize and motivate and empower people, say, okay, election, how do you do that? How do you resource a local party? It's a local chairman, no, is there, he's broke, he doesn't have anything. How does he mobilize the party to win salvos? No. So critical say the party should work very closely with the government and the resources that the government has legally, no. I mean, legally you can get the resources for the party. Now, yes, we have more membership. We have money. But unfortunately, we haven't been paying dues for a very, very long time. Now, Sika we would have gotten those monies lost in the system. You need membership. You need the data of MPP membership. And that's another.
You said that people have party cards.
That they have all expired. Now, party card now expired. There is no. Obia has been deregistered in the party. And for me, it's very shameful that for the last 5 years, not a single member of the party is a proper member. You're not done supporters. You need membership. So I'm telling you, you need to double check. Double check that. You need membership.
And so you're not doing membership
because the leadership is either lazy or incompetent. The current leadership of their party is either lazy or incompetent, because you won't even take this entire party to ransom the way you have done that. So on the watch of Musa Superior, you've been rolling out a precise, ambitious, coherent, smart membership drive, so that all your party officers would be registered, all your party members will be registered. Me believe you say your membership is around 3 million in Ghana. And the reason me believe you in say the last 2020 elections, over 6.7 million people voted for Akufo-Addo. I believe half of them are MPP for. And I say, well, proper membership driver, and then we empower your people, now a cascade down to affect everybody positively. And we announce, say, Obia as little as 5 cedis per month as dues. We multiply 5 cedis by 60, it means that Obia bet you are 60 cedis a year. Multiply 60 cedis by 3 million, you get 180 million Ghana cedis. Now, so 180 million Ghana, it means Jumapa. So I said we need a modernization effort. A leadership, I bet modernize this party and put it on a track of effective management so that efficiency will come. And that is the kind of leadership Musa Superior is going to provide. Now, watch here, party headquarters. It needs. I say, look at the NDC headquarters. Say me the pictures no trewa. You will cry. Say we MPP.
So be a hunta
almost here around Tama Mills by.
They who said they sort of annexed it. That's it. Okay, I won't, but whatever. I mean, the bottom line they have.
They've got whatever.
NDC, you've beaten them twice in general.
Formed on certain values. This office doesn't represent us. Even the flag in front of the office is torn apart. No, it's a very serious matter. I think every serious person should know that this is not good for the MPP. We have well, issue a video statement.
The video statement.
Yes, what issue video statement? Yes. And this woman, or indefatigable leading member of the party, or Juma, or pressure no also. Now, elected members of the party have deliberately vacated their party office. My information is that they've started going because they got this a disrespect on disregard of mandate. We choose you between 2008 and 2022. Okay, now there is no evidence of any national officer working visit. Listening to this phrase, a working visit of one single constituency in Ghana. Not
a working visit.
Just a working visit, not president here, but and our funeral. No, to write a letter to constituency chairman and say, Mr. Constituency Chairman, as General Secretary, I'm delegating the National Youth Organizer to come and stay one day in your constituency and work with you. No such an evidence. Ubisa reports are all secretaries.
Oh, but Mikasa, well, meaning there, but Mikasa, there was this tall, this women organizer normally when I remember one or two tours.
Yes, those tours are not what these are all propaganda tours.
Really?
I'm telling you, see, a proper working visit that the General Secretary will write a letter to the regional chairman of a region and say, we are delegating 2 members of the National Executive Committee to come and spend some few days in your in the region to work, so the region will be delegate you to the constituencies to work. Now, say, outreach, I didn't know about understanding this assessment. The thing is that the current executive failed totally. Now here changes, and the only way I had me change it is for our people to be bold, because it's not going to be easy. I'm trying to push them on our truth. Now the good news is that mania information around the country say no, people are going to be very bold and courageous and umbe effective changes, so that we can modernize the party and make it strong. So that you choose a presidential candidate by the close of 2022. There's a strong, courageous, bold party. I think pushy presidential candidate, to win political power for us.
Unfortunately, the time is on our side, but maybe we'll find another time to continue with this.
Yeah, sure.
But all core grounds, interacting with party people, how are they accepting your message?
First of all, they've rejected the old executive. That one is clear. Yes, first of all, they've rejected. They don't even want to know about them.
Your interaction with them?
Yes, my interaction with them. And first of all, the other thing is that I believe they are more accepting message. I'm sure I'm heading for about 70% victory in the elections.
Really?
Yeah.
Based on your interaction?
Based on my interaction with them and the survey, I believe in research, and that is why me propose say the research and election department we should put into 2. How on earth do you have research and election together? And all the time, elections undermines the research, and on the basis of that, the research So these are some of the innovations we introduce. Any logistics and infrastructure department will have to introduce one. Identifiable groups, they're key. We only have it time I campaign level. But it should be a permanent directorate and our unit in the party headquarters, so that an appointed officer will be responsible and reaching out to all these trade union congresses, any associations, to make friends with them, so that we not ever reduce unrest in the country. So these are 3 new directorates I'm trying to propose: welfare department, identifiable groups, and then infrastructure and logistics department. And the first vice, second vice, third vice at the national headquarters, the general secretary will delegate them to be responsible for this department, so that the modernity of their party, modernization program will go on. So we are confident. I'm sure, on the 16th of July, the party people, they will reject this non-performing system and bringing a system I bet my boy party to be able to do well in 2024.
Okay, Mr. Superior. Well said. Why are they yamming Entonshira Entonsumu? So now I come and so I mean, said definitely we will have another time.
Amen.
Before
Amen.
the actual election.
Yeah, me that's
what me yes said that's.
Also.
That's on Zafra.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Superior, a general aspiring general secretary, Edema MPP, election a bebasunu. Bowling point. I had a brebe who my idea said, I said, I'm a production team. Cyberman, unfortunately, when you're about coming to me, then no, and Casabium or China Pie better. Is the issue had to do with MPP programmers? I was Cincinnati. And Sir John, any Achimota Forest in same by. And party. Or baby sorry or chirichim. A nipa mana and chirichim. And no more tia muguno so. Na nona honorable can cancer. As some of me a tino. Because as I am mutie based on obi well. I'm watching Namosi say Namo Munzumunti or that side there. Any movie so ni for the one shot na. Ade ebesi achi anase bibisa na anya yi. Okan ya ne se bloggers bi anase so mo chrochro nsemu. Omo ka so na bo kan se John Will cry near any ono so dear. I mean clearly. And you know, we would definitely get him to throw more light on it. And here the CID Aslama production team, Barnabas ni team share technical production. Lex Noah Kanso Aboy Cat Mujira Ababeka. Yebe sorry so nyame admo channel pa yene national agenda team no. Ebeto aso me din de kwabna kwache. God na sarbedi akon enso kame ho. Edijme di bremo. Yes sorry so.
Jack, you know my boss owns a fleet of commercial cars and he drives only brand new vehicles.